everyone. Welcome to the road trip. I've got the I don't know what we're gonna call it. I'm not supposed to say threesome, as I've been told from a show I did earlier when it's three people, because it's not the right thing to say. It's supposed to be trio or triplet or some whatever.
A threesome with triplets. How about that?
Threesome with triplets. Is that like 10 people? How does that work?
That's a bonus. That's a fucking bonus.
But it is. We are here. I've got my man, Mr. Tom, with me. How you doing, Mr. Tom?
Oh, hey, everybody.
And we got Sam from the green room, and he can see.
Yeah, I've got
the green room.
Hello,
at least.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, I've got on my TV. I've got Crystal Palace Man City on because they're showing it on one of the Freeview channels here today. So
you look like you're like in a bunker. This is Sam coming to you from the bunkers of or the dungeons.
Don't go outside. Stay indoors, everybody. Stay safe.
There's lights flashing. Is that bombs overhead?
They're coming. They're coming. They're fucking coming, Gary. They're coming. Fuck it. No, I'll tell you what it is, right? Is in my living room, I haven't put up a light in my living room. I just have a fixture, but I haven't fucking really bothered to buy a light because normally with the TV and my computer on, there's like enough light and stuff, but it's not good for the camera, obviously, on the computer. I have lights further in where the kitchen is, but it's not really good enough. It's not reaching over here. So I normally get the backlight from the TV, and it's green now because obviously I got Crystal Palace Man City on, so I'm getting the pitch. Obviously the light from the pitch is what you're seeing on the camera now, but yeah, that's what it is. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Cool. Yeah, look. I got Newcastle just started up on one of my screens here. I don't know who.
No one cares about Newcastle. We all care about Leeds.
Oh, did the Leeds play today? You know what? Let's go through the scores. And then we'll talk about. I don't know. We'll see if Leeds play today. But you know what? Swindon and Fleetwood are playing right now. 5 minutes in, it's 0-0.
Oh fucking hell! I better fucking stop the press. Fucking hell.
There's only one lower league team we all care about.
Yeah, that is true. And you know, I'm trying to find something else to just drag this out, but I can't find much, so I'm not even going to bother. But yes, at 7:30 this morning.
Crystal Palace just scored.
What? That didn't take like that's 4 minutes in.
3 fucking minutes.
What? All right. So let's get before that goal scores. Let's give Leeds wins 2-0 home to Derby. At least I'll give my little quick synopsis of it. It didn't look like Derby came to play. And when Leeds definitely put their head down, they scored. They probably could have scored a lot more. But you know what? You're going to take a 2-0 win, aren't you?
All I'm going to say here is...
Also, guess who scored in the City game? Not City. I got an alert. City did not score in the City game.
Daniel Munoz's mother is going to be very proud of him.
Who?
Daniel Munoz, the scorer.
Yes. Who is he, by the way?
I don't really know
his baby boy.
No idea who he is, but he just scored a decent goal.
Yes. So did you cry, Mr. Tom? Because I saw the first thing I saw when I put on the screen, when I put up on the game was your the mild-mannered mustache man didn't even get to complete a first half. So were you crying at that point, or how did you? Because that's kind of that's what I saw, and then afterwards I saw the scoring. But
we'll go back to in your first monologue about the Leeds game. You said Derby came to play. Derby, not Derby. Derby. They're now Derby. Gary has declared it. They are Derby.
Derby County, man. The Derby County.
Like they're back going to construction or destruction derbies kind of thing. But no, in all seriousness, you said they came to play. I disagree. They came to stick 11 men behind the ball and then hope that Dr. Leeds could help them out. Dr. Leeds was not in session today. Tell you that. Dr. Leeds was dishing out fucking pain for Derby.
Destruction Derby.
It was as close as you could get to a 2-0 thrashing as you'd ever see in football. I feel like I'm being generous to Derby by saying that because they got one shot on target and that was basically in like the 93rd minute. It was a great defensive display, despite us playing Jaden Bogle, who tried his best to actually help Derby to actually get back into the game with wayward passing and things like that. We know Stefan. We know Stefan. No one cares. Hello, sir. Hello, how you doing? Of course.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
But you know, what I will say, and I'm definitely going to say this tomorrow night on We All Love Leeds, but a lot of you ain't going to be around for it because you don't care about We All Love Leeds.
You're slags.
The matter is, the defenders won this game for Leeds today because we didn't concede.
Wow, did the defence actually work for once? Well, obviously with a clean sheet, but
it did. But obviously, our goals came from defenders, and I will get into the story of my comments during the first half, which all came back to bite me on the arse very happily. Also, really important to say, fuck Derby County. I hate Derby County. Fuck Derby. Fuck Derby. They need to go fuck themselves. And they did go fuck themselves today because they came for the points and they got nothing. Like, as Willy Wonka said to Charlie Bucket, you at the everlasting gobstopper. You get nothing, sir. Nothing. Yeah. Nothing.
Tom, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Tom. How many times a week do you declare that someone goes fuck themselves?
A lot of times.
It's daily, isn't it, Tom? It's daily.
Almost as many as you tell people to go ask Russ.
We're pretty close. I bet we're pretty close. I'll grant you that. We're pretty close.
All right, let's say hello to the people. And you know what? I mumbled, I think, because I meant to say Derby did not come to play, and I missed did not come to play. That's what I meant to say. So sorry. Yes, you are correct. If that's what I said, it was a mumble. But Brighton has just scored right now, so got a lot of scoring going on. But we'll say hi to the people. Big Scunner's in the house. Welcome to the show, Big Scunner.
Gary, go offline for 20 seconds, come back in and start getting your sentences correct, sir. Brentford scored, not Brighton. Brentford. I know you pride yourself on your accuracy, sir, but you got out of bed on the wrong side, clearly, because multiple mistakes in the first 8 minutes and 26 seconds of the show, which is very unlike you. It's a very Tom thing to do.
I am sorry, people. You know what it is?
Very professional.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I'm sorry. That's 2 mistakes. Hopefully I don't get a third because you know what happens on the third. But here,
Lil Ray has bothered to turn up. Lil Ray.
Let's say hello. Ray has joined us. Everybody, welcome to the show from Arsenal Fans Circle.
Hey Ray.
With inaccuracies.
Yes.
You'd have him thinking Derby County played well.
I'm sorry. Yes, Derby versus Derby. Yeah, versus Derby. Yeah. But he said I missed the deadline, Sam. So you were wrong.
Oh, that's a shame. But rules are rules, I suppose. So we have to uphold them.
There we go. So yep. Stefan joins us. Welcome to the show. Stefan's happy against Palace has scored first.
Which team that are currently winning was you gonna pick?
I was gonna pick Crystal Palace, actually.
Of course you was. So. I was gonna too, despite the fact that I picked Leicester.
Well, I did pick. You know what? I did pick Crystal Palace, and on the clock, what is it? Let me read what time it said. It said 10 a.m.
Gary, I was literally in the background for like 8 seconds before you bring me in. I heard you say you was going to pick Crystal Palace. I'm just joking. I know you was going to pick Crystal Palace. It's just.
Well, he originally picked Everton. That was a problem. He didn't realise that the Everton game was postponed, so then he was too late to pick Palace.
Oh! I apologise. Gary.
Yeah. No. I think Ray said pick another one at like 7 a.m. But I was, you know what? It's birthday weekend for the boss, so I was doing birthday stuff.
The boss.
Happy birthday to Gary's boss, the true boss.
Happy birthday to Gary's boss.
There you go.
Of course.
You go. So,
of course, happy birthday.
I had to go make a breakfast sandwich run.
I'm pretty sure she doesn't watch this, so just saying it is just,
No, she doesn't. I ask my family all the time to go watch my show. I don't think any of them actually have done it. It's probably a good thing as well, depending on what.
We used to get your mum in the chat sometimes.
No. I mean, like my immediate family, like my kids and my wife. You know, I got more than enough of them. At least one of them would have tried. But
I must say, I was very surprised when you was in London with your dad and your daughter and that, and your dad, and I think it was your dad and your daughter, they popped on the camera with you for like a couple of minutes. And I remember your dad said, "Oh, look, it's Lord Greenwood." I was like, "What? How did you know that?"
Everybody knows Lord Greenwood. Come on. I mean, who does? Okay, come on. Seriously, who doesn't know?
I would argue that Lord Greenwood is more famous than Sam Greenwood, in my opinion.
It's like Sam who? Oh, look at that. It's a tie game. Newcastle. It's like Isak has just scored.
I've never ever in public, obviously, had anything reference to this show. But if there ever was to be a stranger walk up to me on the street about this show, I guarantee it would be a question about Lord Greenwood. I guarantee you they'd go, is Lord Greenwood really a slaveholder in real life? Like, kind of thing. That's what I think they'd ask me. It would be nothing to do with me. Like, I'm not that arrogant. I know it'd be about Lord Greenwood.
Questions need to be asked. I mean, it's just natural, isn't it?
I think people.
Look who also joins us from the Mr. Arsenal podcast.
There he is. Big up, Ryan.
He's got something good to say. Is this good? Is this as nice as it's going to get, Mr. Tom?
You know what? It's actually, my head's actually getting a bit of vertigo. Like, I'm part of my language. Like, I'm a bit excited, so I can't get all my words straight. But I'm starting to get a bit dizzy from all the way up here on top of the championship, baby.
Yeah,
I like that. You know what? I like that. I need some of that sometime. I don't need all this. I don't need all this. Waiting in the what is it called? I don't know, the wallows or I don't know what the word is.
No, but I'm fully aware we will be second tomorrow because there's no way Sheffield United are getting nothing against West Brom.
Soak it in while it lasts. And I just want to say right now. Well, actually, I just want to imagine at the end of the season, the first road trip after the end of the Premier League season, because does the championship season finishes a bit before the Premier League season, doesn't it? Just slightly before. Yeah,
because of the playoffs. So
because of the playoff thing.
The regular season.
Yeah, the regular season, right, finishes just a bit before the Premier League. But anyway, the first road trip here after the Premier League season finishes,
carnage.
Which at the same time the championship then will have finished. Just imagine what we're going to do on this show if both Arsenal are champions of the Premier League and Leeds are champions of the Championship. I mean, this is just going to fucking kick off, isn't it, if that happens?
I mean, I'll sit on this show with no clothes. Like, I don't care.
You said it now. You said it now, Tom. It's on record now, Tom. It's on record. Look at you, little smug bastard.
I did practically sit on Ryan's show with no clothes. That time I wore the Boston Celtics jersey, and everyone requested that I put it back on, kind of thing, or whatever. But I'm just saying. I don't forget. No one cares about Celtics, sir. No one cares. Celtic's mother doesn't care about Celtic.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Sorry. I'm on a roll. And obviously I deserve to be slapped down when I'm on this roll. But that's for the football gods to do, which they tend to do around April. So I'm getting ahead of that. So basically, can you imagine what this show's going to be like when Arsenal are champions, Leeds United are champion? Oh, fuck it. I'll accept second at this point. I don't give a shit. And then we sit here and all that. And it's like, oh, yeah, but Ipswich also relegated. So, whoa. No, they deserve it. They ruined my dreams. Fuck them.
Why don't you go for the? You need to add one more to that. I think if you're gonna just go after all of your nemesis on the show, go on one more. Come on, you know which one it is. It's got to be the biggest one.
Derby County go fuck themselves.
No, even bigger than that. Come on, bigger than that, because we're talking about people that love the show, who you would go after as well. Come on, I shouldn't have to tee this one up for you anymore.
There's so many. What, Glasgow Rangers when they
probably.
Glasgow Rangers. I don't even hate Rangers. I didn't even hate Celtic until I met Stefan. Stefan had me rooting for Rangers, which kind of made me sick in of itself. And then Rosie had me rooting for
that's why I'm saying he's got so many, like, if you're gonna start picking on Ipswich, then you might as well just complete the set. This
is the evolution of the road trip in recent history, right? So Stefan makes Tom hate Celtic. Then Rosie comes along. I mean, because Tom was then obviously cheering for Rangers. And Rosie comes along who likes Rangers. So So he's like, fuck, what do we do? Oh, fuck it, we're going to like Aberdeen. So now Tom roots for Aberdeen. So if someone comes in the chat, all of a sudden they start liking Aberdeen, Tom's fucked. He's going to have to go with fucking Motherwell or something. But then Chris likes Motherwell.
She's all right. She's doing okay.
You're going to end up liking fucking Ross County or something like that.
Yeah. And
look, Rosie's stalking me around the internet. Imagine my shock.
yeah. And we got Russ. Russ joins us.
Slags in the Dark.
If you guys haven't done it, check out the Slags in the Dark Thursday show.
Yeah, be on next Thursday.
In the UK. They talking about everything.
Talking about
anything.
Next week, we're going to be talking about our 5 disappointments of big movies.
There you go. There you go.
Yes, look at that.
Disappointments. You know, I need to put my list in. I didn't put my favorites in the last time. I should at least put my favorites in so you can discuss.
Well, just don't put 67 honorable mentions like Spencer did. So we actually.
Harry, right now on the show, what is your? Let's not do 5 because obviously we're on timer. But what is your favorite off top of your head?
My favorite movie, and I did give you some heads ups on this. So some of my favorite movies. One is House Party.
Yeah, great.
I can watch House Party over and over again.
Funny,
if the Martian is playing, I have to watch it all the way to the end.
That's good.
No matter when
Matt Damon.
I'm sorry, I have to do it. And I think I told you guys I love Clint Eastwood.
Yeah,
and I do like the Harry.
Yeah, but you knew I was going to be here, Rosie. You knew I was going to be here.
Yeah. But I liked him in. I think it's called The Rookie, the one with Emilio Estevez. That one. So I don't know if you saw that one. I think it's called The Rookie. But
I am going to name The Revenant in this. I've never been more disappointed in an Oscar winner.
Yeah, you know what? One movie I did hate is the one with who is the girlfriend or wife of the actor that died. What was his name?
Heath Ledger.
Yes. What is his wife?
Totally Heath Ledger.
No. What is his girlfriend's name?
Carey Mulligan. What's her name? Something Mulligan, isn't it?
Maybe I'm thinking...
that was Michelle Williams. Was his girl? His left.
No. Well, okay. I saw a movie recently, and I don't remember the name of it, but it was a movie about a doctor who basically changed the brain of his daughter or something like that when she passed. And she passed, and when she passed away, and he put, I don't know what kind of, he put some sort of, I don't know what animal brain or something like that into her head, and basically throughout the movie she was doing all this craziness. Oh my gosh, what is the name of the movie? You'll know it when I say it, but I can't believe I watched the entire thing. But it was
Pride and Prejudice. It sounds like.
No. It would have been in that time period, but it wasn't. It was more like a Frankenstein type thing.
Period. I can tell you that.
Well, no, but it would have been back in those days with back in those old days.
All that nonsense. Yeah.
Yeah. But I can't remember the name of the movie, but I have to look it up. That's one that I have to look up. Like, you know what? I don't. Movies that I hated. It's hard for me to find movies that I hate. I have to think of it.
Well, the idea for Thursday is just, I mean, we're not going to keep going on it because obviously that's Slags in the Dark, but just to promote Thursday, basically what it is going to be
Slags in the Dark.
It's basically going to be like our top films in like no special order, but like basically 5 films that were like big films that people were looking forward to, that had a lot of hype, but a lot of media attention and everything. Like, oh wow, it's going to be a big film. And basically it comes out and flops and everyone hates it. Well, we didn't like it. So I like biggest disappointments based on expectations really is the idea. So yeah, there's been quite a few of them.
I hear that. Yeah.
Yeah. So catch that on Thursdays.
No, definitely check it out. And Bueno, I would take him Bueno, but I think that's got to be like 3rd or 4th option in January for me.
Yeah. I mean, come on. It can't be top of the list.
Yeah.
No way.
And join us in 3 weeks where we do a show, the top 5 movies where Tom would actually have the cast shot.
Oh, wow! Is it? You can. How did you reduce the number down to 5?
Well, in my mind, I've just got 1.
Oh, okay, all right.
Alternatively,
Ward joins us. So
big up, Colonel. Big up, Colonel. Alternatively, Tom will just tell them to go fuck themselves.
A lot of people really should go fuck themselves, and that's why they invented sex toys.
Got it.
Tom will just, you're just irrefutable logic right there. You can't argue with that.
Cool.
I mean, you can argue
Chris
that.
Chris Nix joins us. Both his teams dropped points this past weekend. So how's he doing it?
Before we bring in our special guest, I hope you don't mind. Just a quick, just a very.
Hey there, Rosie. Go ahead.
Hi, Rosie. Hello.
Tomorrow at 9 p.m. we will have Leeds. This was made by director John, so I can show it. Yes, Melina, I do have a show about Leeds United. Yes, it's really fun, despite the fact that you'd have no interest in it because it's not about Arsenal.
Big up, Miss Melina, by the way. Hello.
Oh, of course.
Rosie's telling you to just simmer down, young buck. Drink and rise. I think you're new to the show, but welcome. Thanks for joining us
on the show. Like, it's like I'm here every week. Like, this is not.
Yeah.
It's not a coincidence. It's not a surprise. Yeah. My bad parlays are amazing. Yeah. I mean, I'm already 1 for 1 because Everton didn't lose. So, there you go.
Is that actually good? Doesn't that actually get pulled out?
That doesn't count at all. But I'm still going to say it does because I'm an arsehole.
All right, that's what okay. All right.
Well, you made it here on
Miss Melina. Thanks for joining us. Michelle Williams, that's right. Whatever movie she was in, whatever that latest movie she is in, she actually won. I thought she was nominated or even won an award for it. You don't remember?
She's quite good in Venom, to be fair to her.
No, but the movie that she was like her biggest hit, which is for me, I thought a terrible movie, but
which one did you say?
Really impressed with her singing in Destiny's Child.
Oh,
what movie did you say you didn't like, Gary?
It was the most recent one she did. I think she did it like last year. It was nominated for many awards. She played like I said. It turned out that she had her brain, the brain of a child in it. That's what it was, and so she was. I don't remember the name of the movie. But she won. She got nominated for many awards for it. But
I can't remember.
I don't know the name
right now because it's going to upset me.
Sorry, I can't think of the name.
Trip to actually find this movie.
Yeah,
I'm really not going to do that.
Miss Melina's talking to Rosie. There we go. Mr. Arsenal podcast. Good afternoon. Yes.
Has one told the other they're going to send an email yet?
Oh, that's right. Tom's crush is in the chat. Tom's crush is in the chat.
Junior Furco is not in this chat. So that's just factually not true, Ryan.
I don't think it's called Three Rivers. No, it's called something else. It's a like I said, it's one of those movies back in the days with The
Fablemans is the last film she done.
I'm
not even really confident we're talking about the same person in all truth.
You know what? Now I have to look it up. So I have to.
Yeah, look it up, Gary. Check your facts, Gary.
Yeah, it is her. Let's see. What movie would she do?
And yes, just to answer Russ, I am in the Matrix. I'm waiting for what's-her-face to come and shag me.
Maybe it's... do I have the wrong... You know what? I might have the wrong actress.
I
think I have the wrong actress.
Ben made that.
Tommy looks so serious in that picture, though.
Yeah, I think I have the one.
It was one of those Game of Thrones-ish type filters. And I just thought, fuck it, that could be my WhatsApp picture.
Yeah.
But,
Emma Stone, sorry.
Oh, it's Emma Stone. Yeah, she's a good actress.
Yeah, but the movie that she... Poor Things, that's what it was.
Oh, Poor Things, right.
I didn't like that movie. I'm sorry.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, and like if you... like,
I have seen it. She gets so naked in it that at one point I'm like, love, put some clothes back on. I've seen it all by this time.
Well, that's exactly it. Like I'm watching a show and a lady takes all her clothes off and I'm like, no, put it back on, please. Let's at least get back to the content of the movie. Hopefully that's not needed in this movie. Please.
I totally agree. No, that's what I was thinking. It got to the stage where it's like, no, right, love, we've seen it all. We've seen that you're willing to do what you're willing to do for an Oscar. Get on with the story.
She's a good actress, though. I've got to hand it to her. She is a good actress.
Yeah.
Sorry. What I will say about her, I'm not going to say she's a bad actress. She's the acting equivalent of Jean-Claude Van Damme in the fact that she just turns up in films as Emma Stone. Apart from Poor Things, where there is actually a character. What I mean is, there's nothing wrong with it. But at the same time, everyone's saying Emma Stone's an amazing actress, but everyone says Jean-Claude Van Damme is shit, but they actually do the same thing. They turn up, make sarcastic comments. All she ever does in films is actually make sarcastic comments. She's the Jason Bateman. She has to be the smartest character in any room.
But I like Jason Bateman in a lot of his movies.
Sounds like
because he's usually the donkey in those movies, and he plays that part really well.
Donkey. What?
Donkey. I don't like to say the bad words.
Oh, okay. Right.
So,
I stand by the fact that she just turns up and plays herself in every film.
Well,
Aston Villa has scored. I don't know when they scored, but they have scored. Bowen. Oh,
like the point of acting is you turn up and pretend to be someone else. That's acting.
There you go.
Well, that is essentially, yeah. So that is the idea.
I don't think she does pretend to be someone else. Is my point. She just turns up and goes, that's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Did you see Poor Things? I thought that she got a lot of critical acclaim for that role.
She did, and but that's why I don't understand how. I'm like, dude, like that. That's when you know you got friends in the business and they don't really care what you're doing. Somehow, like they had to push this. They had to push this movie for some reason. Somebody's got a lot of money on this. They pushed this movie. There's no way that it should have been Academy acclaimed or whatever they call it, critically acclaimed or whatever.
I don't think it's bad at all. But I just don't think it's as good as other people think it is.
I think it's bad. So that's just me.
I think it's one of those roles where it's like you either really like it and think it's good what she's doing, or you just don't really like. Yeah, it's like this is just silly. It's like one of those you don't really. It sort of splits people down the middle. I think probably the way that the role is.
Sure. Let's bring him in, and now we're gonna get the 4. Spencer has been busy
here he is,
feeding the animals. It's almost like, I bought, what is it? We bought our zoo. That's like what it is at Spencer's place. He didn't buy a zoo. He just went all full. I am going to take in all the animals. I'm going to feed all the animals. And it looks like somebody just scored again. Is that Bueno? Or is that, no, that's Scissor. Is his name Sizzler? I forget.
Sizzler, was that a fucking restaurant? There's a restaurant, Sizzlers.
What is that guy's name?
His favorite character
Brentford?
from American Pie.
Whizzer. That's what it is. Sorry, had the name wrong. Whizzer.
A Stifler, that is.
Whizzer just scored for Brentford. They're up 2-1 on.
I'm very glad that Dr. Doolittle has joined us. So, Dr. Doolittle, have you been talking to the animals this morning?
You muted yourself. So.
Yeah, pop out and come back in. Unless you can.
We can see it, but we cannot hear you. Yes. Yes.
Now you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right.
Yeah. No, they're good. We just had one that wasn't eaten, and considering what happened a month ago, I was just kind of a little overreactionary. So
good to be safe. Good to be safe.
Yep. Thank you for helping out the animals.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you,
Good afternoon, everybody.
for saying happy birthday to the boss. So yeah. All right. Did I say Colonel Ward joined? Yeah, everybody's joined. Oh, we got Bargav has joined us. Welcome to the show.
Big up Bargav.
Bargav's alive.
Bargav is alive.
That's confirmed.
And I guess I missed this 5 minutes ago, but Villa did score. So there you go. Thank you for keeping us in the loop here.
Oh, City just scored.
Oh, no.
Fucking Holland.
I haven't seen it yet. It's still like there's.
Oh, that's woeful.
Oh my gosh! Look at that
We
header.
need to officially say hello to Colonel Ward. Thank you for basically switching very quickly from Joseph Frizzle. Thank you.
Yeah, that was good. Sam and Brownie collab streams are the best.
We're going back to the old days, Mel. Going back to the old days, Mel. I remember Melina. We were hanging around in the early days, like pandemic days. That was cool.
Has anybody seen Brownie?
I tried to contact him on WhatsApp. He's not answering, and the messages, you're not getting the 2 ticks, so the messages aren't being delivered. So I don't mean to sound cruel. I do know Brownie's a good guy. I've met him in person. He's a very good guy, but he's probably in trouble with law enforcement down in Australia. Probably that's what I think is going on. But
I was just going to say he's scaring us again.
Yeah. I hope he's okay anyway. So
yeah. Brownie, come back to us. BX Gunner said he's working but listening. The gang's all here. Everybody's here. Yes.
Hey, buddy, how you fixing those roofs? You scamming the old ladies as usual with the you got a hole in your roof, but I can't see it. I'm too
And then he
old.
puts his foot through the ceiling, and then guess what? There you go. There's your hole.
It's gonna cost you $5,000, Granny.
Oh no.
Okay, here's my savings.
As we always say, BX is a man that is in an employment where basically you can make as much money as you want, based purely on how vulnerable someone appears.
So, it's like a mechanic. I should have. When I was growing up, I should have seen it, and I should have become a fucking car mechanic. Because you just don't know what the fuck is going on with your car. You just trust these people, and they're like, "Hey, we got a muffler, we got the radiator, we got the springs, we got this, we got suspension. Man, your car is fucked. We need to change everything. You got to fucking it's $10,000, okay? Oh fuck it, I need my car. There you go. Take all my fucking savings.
I had a power steering had to get replaced in I want to say April. And it started making
Newcastle just scored. Sorry,
2 months later, and I'm like, "You sons of bitches."
Yeah,
it's fine. I don't know what's causing it. It's a 170,000-mile car. I'm not really too worried about it.
Oh yeah,
but you're not paying for the car anymore. You're like, as long as it's not the cost of a car to fix it, I might think about fixing it. You know what I mean?
I have a rule of thumb: if my yearly costs go higher than what a payment of $350 a month is, then it's time to replace it.
True.
That's my rule of thumb.
True. And you can't even get a car for $350 a month these days.
No, and not even with good credit. Like, and that's such a predatory because now people are getting 6-7 year loans, and it's just like it's horrific.
No, I'm not looking forward to having to buy a car again, and I don't buy a used car anymore. So there you go.
Yeah.
Now, you know what? Steven has been he's been in the chat with us at least. I think last week he was in there last weekend, so we've seen him.
Yeah.
He's around. He's around.
He's obviously avoiding you. Whoever said that? No, it's not
Miss
true.
Melina, so, yeah.
It's not true. I don't know. But he has been around.
Yeah.
He's one of my fan club. Despite what people
Emma
say.
Stone and Michelle Williams are 20 years apart. Wow, I didn't realize that.
Well, of course they are.
I didn't realize that. I thought 30. So Michelle Williams is 56.
Of course she is.
What?
Wow.
She was like 30 playing an 18-year-old in like the late 90s.
Oh man. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Nah, Misfit is around. No worries. And guess. Oh, I'm not even gonna put that up. I'm not even putting that comment up. Colonel Ward. Not putting it up. Sorry. Moving on.
So I need to go back on. I want to read the comment. Yeah. No. Because he's still going with the I'm not Joseph Fritzl thing, despite the fact that I actually showed live on air how quickly you can actually make the change on an app. So he's still going with that. I admire the tenacity of the line.
Yeah. I just say donkey because I don't like saying bad words. I can't say them. I just have chosen not to say them sometimes. I said them a lot when I was younger and stupider and dumber and drunker and all that.
It's okay, Gary. I mean, well, at least me and Tom make up for all the swearing. We make up for all the swearing, Tom and I. Don't worry, Gary.
Me too. Don't forget me.
We got you covered, Gary.
I don't know what this means.
Turkey Twizzlers.
What is that?
Twizzlers are like, it's like a.
I don't know what a turkey one is, though.
Something like, no, Twizzlers
sticks or turkey sticks, whatever.
No, Twizzlers is I can't remember.
I know what Twizzlers are. That's licorice, but I don't know what.
I was thinking. Yeah, it's like turkey Twizzlers. What's that?
Yeah. No. That's a thing. That's very much a thing.
Yeah. The Viking has scored. So
you're saying Twizzlers that taste like turkey?
I don't know about that.
Well, yeah, it's like breaded chicken, but it's turkey.
Yeah,
I imagine.
Yeah, nobody knows what happened to Brownie. That's the problem. We don't know.
Well, he's in Melbourne. That's where he's been. So something's happened there, I think. But yeah.
So this is how Big Gunna gets his marks. I mean, his clients.
His next mark. His next mark.
Sorry, did I say that out loud? Scooby-Doo 2 is on.
Hey, D2's in the house.
Yeah, 3 points. Yeah,
Who
you'll
does
take
he
it.
Support?
I believe he's not.
You all think I'm negative?
He's more negative than you.
Oh, easily.
You just
easily.
But okay, he did say that
He doesn't like
that'll do.
anything. Doesn't like
All I'm
anything.
gonna say, Tom, is I did not know. Well, I'll say this: I didn't watch this sport in 2006, but I knew Tom hated Derby County back then. So
It
that's
was
all I'm gonna say.
I fucking hate Derby
It
County.
was actually on the sports ticker
Yeah.
right back in the 2006. Mr. Tom
Says
hates
Tom?
Derby County.
Says Tom Ross
What?
hates Derby County. I'm like, that's a weird thing for ESPN to report. Okay, next.
He does love Finger the Duck, though. I will give him that.
What, does he
How
like
can you not
fingering
like- How
ducks?
can you not love
I-
Finger the Duck?
Is he saying he likes fingering ducks?
Oh my
No,
gosh.
he's not saying
Oh.
that. He's absolutely not
Oh.
saying that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will not have this Finger the Duck slander.
No, Dr. Doolittle will be very
Especially
disappointed.
because
Yeah.
it's around Christmas time, which means Derek 2 is here.
Oh, it's
Derek
that time of
2.
year. Derek 2. Like, okay.
This
Once
time for
again,
Derek.
Derek 1 has gone
Derek
on to
1's
be.
far too old for this, but it exists.
Okay. Does he have a beard and everything?
Derek 1 is not up to the trip up the stairs.
Oh, damn it.
Very old. Very old. He's an old Derek.
He's been abused. He's been abused for a long time, Tom, hasn't he?
Yes.
Of course. Because
Yes.
he has to watch Leeds United games over Christmas.
Yeah, that is abuse. That is abuse.
So
he
this
does
is
get to see Tom break the record in the NBA 2K, so it balances out.
Yeah, he only scores 160 points a game on kindergarten
that.
mode. So
kindergarten
Hey,
mode.
listen. There's many. I'll play some games at a decent high level, but there's some games. Like if I play a fighting game, I'm putting that thing on easy. I want to get that knockout in the first 10 seconds. So.
get it done. Get her done. Get her done.
Listen, I've played my fair share of games on easy. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't want to be challenged on a video game. I want to win.
Yeah. 160 points a game. Why do you fucking bother?
Yeah. Quick update on some
Because I want
scores.
to win.
Quick update on some
No,
scores.
no,
Yes.
it's called stat padding.
Yeah.
Haaland's
Yeah.
good at it. So was Thierry Henry.
But being only 4'8", you haven't got one block, have you?
Ooh.
That's
I've frozen
factually
it.
true. I have no blocks. Because of course I do. Of course I don't. My character is 5'5", the smallest on the game. Of course I have no blocks. It's basketball. What am I supposed to tell you? At least I'm openly admitting it on the air, rather than.
Does one of the other players have to put you on his shoulders or something?
Fucking need a step back and get a block against one of those. Victor Wembanyama or whatever his name is. I fucking ain't blocking him if you give me £1 million.
Did you give Derek 2 a hug?
Derek 2 gets nothing but hugs.
All right, there you go.
Ooh.
Derek 1 is covered. Oh my gosh, sorry.
You put that up too.
No, read that out, Gary. Read that
No.
out. You started. As
No.
they say, mastermind. I started, so I will
All right,
finish.
you have to finish it then. All right,
Oh,
Derek
no, he's
1 is.
saying he's going with the line where basically like I'll sexually molest my Christmas penguin.
I
That's
didn't
basically
even.
what he's going
That's
with.
not.
I was
That's
going to
not what I
argue
was.
that Derek 2 is responsible for Derek 1's issues.
Well, why is Derek 1 yellow? That's all I just want to know.
I just. Mr. Tom takes it to the dry cleaners, and they're like, "I don't think we can get that out, sir." First of all, I don't even think I want to touch it.
They
Now,
fucking put it in a biohazard bag or something and fucking. Oh, where they're touching that.
I see what's going on here. I see
There
what's
you go.
going on here.
All right,
You've
you know
got
what? Let's
Sam
do this real
sat there
quick.
like the Incredible
Let me
Hulk.
give the scores real quick before I forget. I've been trying to do this. For those who didn't
Don't
know,
get Sam angry. That's the last thing we'd want to do is get Sam angry.
Let's
He
not
could
do that.
fucking rip Norway in two.
there we go. Here we go. Quick update on the scores.
Yeah, let's
Leeds
go for the scores.
2, Derby 0. Swindon 2, Fleetwood 0. In the Premier League, Everton and Liverpool was postponed because it was waning a little bit too hard there.
Sorry, it was what?
So,
It was what?
Waning.
Sorry.
It was waning.
Oh, see. Okay.
Oh, waning. Yeah.
I'm going to have to post that meme when I get a chance, Tom. The suggested music on Facebook is just too good. It was Michael Bublé. It's beginning to look like Christmas. So I'm going to have to post it. I'm going to give you credit, but I have to post it. You have to.
There you go. You got Villa is up 1-0 on Southampton. Brentford and Newcastle 2-2 draw at this point. Crystal Palace and City also a 1-1 draw with about 5 minutes left in the half. Later on today, we've got Manchester United home to Forest. In La Liga, Las Palmas is up 2-1 on Real Valladolid. Real Betis drew 0-0 at home with Barcelona. Genoa, I think that's how you say it anyways, is 0-0 with Torino. Leverkusen is up 2-0 on St. Pauli. Frankfurt, Augsburg, 0-0 draw. Bayern, Heidenheim are 1-1 draw. Kiel, Leipzig, RB is up 1-0 on the road. Bochum and Brenham, 0-0 draw. Any other games you want to talk about? Here we go. For those,
There's a Premier League at the moment. That's what we.
Yeah, I did that second. Did you not? You didn't
Oh,
hear
no,
it?
I
You want
wasn't-
to hear it again?
Nah, it's okay. You can.
Yep,
I
yeah,
didn't hear it.
No, I did do that already. Do you want to hear this? Do you want to hear the Scottish Premier League?
No, we don't care about the Grace McEwen methadone.
We
league.
move
Come
on from that. We move on for that. In the Championship, we've also got Sheffield Wednesday drew 1-1 at home to Preston. Sunderland was able to get the 2-1 win over Stoke. Stoke, I believe, had taken a lead or at least drew it at one point, but Sunderland was able to finish it off. Cardiff and Watford was postponed. Plymouth and Oxford United were postponed. Hull is losing at home to Blackburn by 1. Luton is up 1-0 at home to Swansea. Millwall, Coventry, 0-0 draw. Portsmouth is up 1-0 on Bristol City. QPR at home is 1-up on Norwich. There you go. Anything else? We want to go even further down the line in English football?
Nah. It's okay.
Wait. We have to.
How's Wrexham doing?
Wrexham is drew 0-0 late in the first half, home at Burton. So there you go. We got to go one more. I think one more. No, that's it. I think that's all the ones. Oh wait, no. Chesterfield home to Transmere is up 1-0.
Or Transmere. I know Russ needs to know about that.
There we go. Picking those 3 points up.
There you go. So
definitely a binary result.
Yeah,
I was literally going to say that.
Well,
Sam,
actually, I said home, so they're losing. Sorry, I said it wrong. But
oh, Gary, you bastard!
I'm sorry. They are losing on the road. The home team is up, but that's not Transmere.
You trying to tease Russ?
I'm sorry.
Audacity. What an audacious move! Live on Saturday on the road trip.
Yeah, Chris Nix is looking out for Derek too.
Everyone loves Derek too, and it's completely understandable. I appreciate you actually looking out for Derek too.
Yeah,
he's taken very good care of, isn't he, Tom?
Yeah,
he's the real star of the trip, despite only being on it like twice a year.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what's that? Yeah.
Shanghai Port FC are the Chinese Super League champions, as Chris points out there. We're very happy about that, as we know we are. Well, at least I am, and Tom are. We're avid Shanghai Port FC fans.
I've been on the terraces since a child. And,
and Oscar, their star player, ex-Chelsea and all that, he's leaving them. So that frees up about 500-600K a week of their wage budget. And Junior Firpo's going to Shanghai Port FC. What do you say about that, Tom?
I would wish him luck, in all truth, because he would become the best player that's ever played in China, which is quite a feat because there's a lot of people in China. And none of them have that moustache.
Tom spitting facts as always. Can't deny
I'm a facts master.
You're the fact spitter.
The facts master, yeah.
Yes.
Master facts.
Yes, master facts. Definitely.
Just waiting for the inevitable. Don't you mean masturbate?
Oh my God. These are really crazy words here. So if you want me to pronounce them, Dunfermline, Hibernarian, instead.
It would help if you spelt Hibernian correctly, Scooby.
Oh, I thought it was Hibernian, but then the way it was spelled was wrong. I just tried to pronounce what he spelt there. So
Stenhouse-Moo is also a incorrect.
Scooby D2 trying to trick me.
Scooby Doo, what did he do with Shaggy? That's what I want to know. Shaggy's missing.
I'm not helping Gary out on this. It's between you and Gary and the spelling.
Shaggy's missing. Where is he, Scooby? We want to fucking know.
Yeah. So Rosie's under the duvet.
Queen of the South. Yes. What a team. What a club.
Yeah. I'm too cold to care.
Yeah. There we go. All right. Anything else? The games are going to halftime in the Premier League. So
Yeah, going. Yes, 46 minute now. Man City have been pushing Crystal Palace pretty hard for the last 10, 15 minutes. So, yeah.
Is that what you like when Man City push Crystal Palace hard?
Yes, it's we don't like that.
The lights in Sam's room turn red for some reason when that happens. So you know it's over.
Yeah, they're coming again.
Listen, all I'm gonna say, right, is I don't praise this show that much, especially not to Gary's face. But this is because he is a newborn baby. Sorry, I have this habit of reading the chat. Well, anyway,
Why? But he said Derek won.
he's incorrect for a start. Thank you, Gary.
Derek
It's
2.
Derek 2.
Colonel.
Derek
Come
2.
on, get it right.
Keep up with the law, sir. The Derek law.
Does
Yeah.
Derek 2 have a Arsenal logo on his scarf? Because it looks like he does there.
Ironically, Derek 2 is from 2010.
Once he get his license.
You put that on there.
I did
Oh,
not
look who's in the
brand him.
chat.
It sounded like you
branded.
branded your Derek's. That sounds kind of. It sounds like a cult. I'm watching Yellowstone, so I know all about the branding.
Derek looks a little bit distressed. Let's
Sorry,
go on. Let's be honest.
Make sure to watch next year's biggest movie of the year, Derek 2 Unchained.
Derek 2 Unchained. He looks a little bit distressed there. Tom's putting his finger up his bum.
All right, so here we go. This is the segment of the show where I don't know what the hell Anders is saying, but welcome to the show, Anders. And,
Hey, here he is from Sweden. Anders. Hey, hur är läget din
You
jävla
implied it.
slampa?
I ran with it.
I just need to say hi to Anders. Anders, din jävla slampa. Hur är läget? Ja.
Anders,
Helvete.
what did you make of the game, sir? Out of interest.
it's 36 degrees over here. It's cold as cold.
Fucking hate this Aberdeen.
Is there
I
a
don't
Derek?
mind it
Is there a
cold.
new Derek coming to the house?
But
There's five. Sorry.
Is it going to be a new Derek coming to the house? Is the question.
No. Too many Derricks already. It's already gone as far as 5.5.
Oh, 5.5?
5.5.
How did you get a 5.5?
Because we've got a big Derrick, and then there's literally one half the size. That's the same.
Mm,
One half
alright.
pint really beats Derrick
Mm.
5.5.
Mhm.
I did one time on the stoop actually bring every single Derrick onto the stoop, and I was like, I ain't got room for my microphone. I'm just
how
saying,
that works.
Derrick's the best. It's the best.
So do we like Aberdeen losing or?
No, we want
Fucking
Aberdeen
hate
to win.
Aberdeen.
I'm very
Fucking
indifferent.
hate- Fucking hate Aberdeen. How dare they? How dare they try and make things easier for Rangers?
Yeah.
That's not good.
Fucking,
Oh, here's a
fucking
question
football
for
shit.
everybody.
I hate football.
If
Sorry.
someone was to play your life in a movie, who would it be, and
Oh.
what would it be called?
I know what Tom thinks mine is. Matt Damon. I'm just kidding.
No, that's Matt Damon.
No,
Matt Damon's definitely playing Spencer.
I don't know, man. I gotta think.
And it'll be Dr. Doolittle 3. That's what it'll be.
There we go.
Dr. Dolittle 3D to keep
Dolittle
up with
3D.
modern technology.
hmm.
But it'll be those glasses with the blue and red, the blue and red ones, not the actual good 3D.
Yes, and not even like, it's plastic. Yeah, paper ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
those were the days.
80s, man. 80s.
Oh my god.
Someone right now is typing the words Tom and Warwick Davis or Peter Dinklage. It's like, yep. What? Imagine my surprise. Beat you all to it. Beat you all to it.
What would your movie be called, Tom? I've got a suggestion.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. That was the name of the movie, definitely. I was either going for that or Dwarves in the Dark. I was
thinking, go fuck yourself. A Leeds United love story.
yeah, that would work.
Fuck yourself in the dark.
I had to think of this real quick, but this is what I thought off the top of my head because I liked my phrase, life is a journey, don't waste a trip, enjoy the ride. Mine was going to be a trilogy. So it's going to start with Aldous Hodge. Then it's going to go Idris Elba and then Denzel Washington.
Idris.
Ooh,
Fucking hell,
ooh.
more like
That'd be
Tony Todd.
that's my trio just off the top of my head.
I was definitely thinking you was going to play, like Ian Wright or something in some kind of cameo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
But playing Idris Elba playing you, yeah, I mean that'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
It's
Say
only
Daniel Craig.
traditionally the Christmas season when the penguins appear on YouTube officially.
Anybody, Sam, who's playing you? Because that's probably that.
I don't know. I don't know who the fuck will play me. Oh fuck,
Mark
no.
Ruffalo, surely.
Well, Mark Ruffalo.
Can Sam Kinison play you?
Sam Kinison? Nah, doesn't really look like me, does he? Really? Nor does Mark Ruffalo, to be honest. But I don't know who the fuck looks like me. I don't know. I'll tell you an actor I really like though, but he doesn't look anything like me. I like Ryan Gosling, but he doesn't look anything like me. So
No, he doesn't look like any of us.
Hey, but you know what? This could be the prequel to what we see now. So then maybe it does.
Looks a little bit like me. I think just a little bit like me, but obviously he looks better than me, but a little bit like me. I forget his name, but he's the guy who plays Harvey Specter in Suits. If anybody's watched
I do know who I know. That's a great show, by the way. We never talk about it, which is a bit.
I've seen, I've only seen the reels on Instagram, so they look interesting.
Gabriel something.
Gabriel, he's got quite a
MACHT.
It's like a
Gabriel matched or
it's difficult to pronounce surname, but him. I think he looks a little bit like me, but obviously he's better looking than me. But yeah, a little bit like me.
I mean, when I look at myself, probably that dude from The Punisher. Maybe got the same shitty haircut.
John Burns.
Which Punisher? The good one or the bad one? I only know the good one.
I think it's the good one. I don't know.
Okay.
What do you mean the series, The Punisher, or
the three season run? Yeah, the first one that came out.
I don't know.
Well, the first one that came out was Dolph Lundgren in like.
I was going to pick.
Oh, is that right? I didn't know there was one.
Yeah, there was a film.
Okay, I was talking about the guy from the accountant.
No one saw it.
Yeah.
If I was going to pick someone, it'd be Daniel Craig.
Oh, there you go. There you go. And Sam, sorry, Mr. Tom.
Oh no! In all seriousness, and I know you're going to think I'm wrong here, but I actually think the person to play me would be Samuel Jackson.
Because he says "motherfucker" a lot. Is that what it is?
He's a bit liberal with language, just to say. So.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. So
Leeds, motherfucker.
Oh, no! Somebody wrote something here that I thought was Tom's new romantic novel is called Mr. Tom.
Go fuck yourself.
And then the sequel can be "Go fuck yourself too," but not as two, but TOO.
Oh man!
I'd get all the way to the end of the novel, and then basically just be like, "Congratulations! I've just successfully wasted all your time and took your money.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself."
It's like the Aristocrats, except for it's Mr. Tom's favorite phrase, which is
Sam.
Huh?
Sam.
What is
sorry,
it?
I thought he was asking what Sam's favorite phrase.
No. I was saying it's going to be like the
that's right.
Aristocrats comedy special where you have to end everything with Mr. Tom.
Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go G-O fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. So you might actually get yourself a violation for the amount of times I've said it in this hour.
Oh. Yeah, we're gonna not make any money
you
today.
I'm just making a joke.
Do we get
no,
off?
No, but I mean, we've sworn so much that YouTube will actually go, this show shouldn't actually be on the air anymore.
I just don't think this show's ever going to make any money. I can't see it ever making any money.
Yeah, you know what we lose in cash flow, we gain in smiles and laughter. So
yeah, that's what it's about, man. That's what it's about.
It's not about the money. It's about the friendship and the people I've told to fuck themselves along the way.
You just did an Arteta, like Mr. Tom, come together and here we go. Sam Waterston.
Sam Waterston. Who's that?
He's an actor that turns up. He's very eyebrowsy, if I'm correct. He's basically.
I thought his name was Waterston. No, isn't he a lawyer in Law and Order and all that?
Almost certainly.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, that doesn't look like Sam Greenwood.
But in keeping with traditional film and think generally the way film is going, I actually think would be most likely to be played by Mariska Hargitay.
Who's that?
She's an actress from Law and Order.
Oh boy.
I haven't seen that much Law and Order, to be
You
honest.
do not look like her at all.
No, I
so
don't. But when's that ever stopped Disney?
Very
That's
true.
true.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
I can. What does it say?
In fact, to actually go full into the joke, I think I'm going to be played by Vivica A. Fox.
I was gonna say Bert.
I can almost, I can.
Because she's very sassy.
She
She
is.
would have no problem telling anyone to go fuck themselves. I'll
Very
tell you that
true.
for free.
Very
I,
true.
I think Tom tells people to go fuck themselves more than Scooby uses full stops in his sentences.
What?
Yeah. It sounds like a cult leader line. It's not about the money. Put it in the bag. Take this lentil of happiness and drop it. What?
What? What's the halftime scores, Gary? We're halftime now. aren't
Halftime
we?
scores. Let's do this. Halftime scores real quick here. Swindon. This is because it's. I guess it's my favorite because Fleetwood's in it. But Swindon is up 2-0 at home to Fleetwood. Halftime in the Premier League. Aston Villa 1, Southampton 0, Brentford and Newcastle 2-2 draw at half. Crystal Palace home to City 1-1 draw. What else? We're gonna skip over all these other things and just get into the. We don't really care about what's happening in Scotland, do we?
Nah, who gives a
I
shit?
very much care about what's happening at Millwall.
Millwall. Let's see if we get some more English football in here. Halftime in the championship, we've got Hull is losing at home 1-0 to Blackburn. Swindon is about to go into half right now, up 1-0 over Swansea. Millwall and Coventry
Do you
at
mean
half
Luton,
are 0-0.
sir? Do you
Sorry,
mean
what did I
Luton?
say? What did I say?
Swindon.
What? I got Swindon on the mind. What's going on? Luton is home to Swansea, up 1-0. Millwall, Coventry, 0-0 draw. At half. Portsmouth, 1 up on Bristol City at the half. QPR is up 2-0
I'll be right
over
back.
Norwich. There you go. So there you go.
Just for a quick confirmation, I kind of already know the answer, but just in case I am wrong, Gary, who's currently sat on top of the EFL Championship?
Let's take a look. So in the championship, sitting at the top with a tied on points, of course, because Sheffield United has not played, but sitting at the top of the table right now is one Leeds United.
Yes.
And if Sheffield United were not to win, Leeds will have a 4-goal difference on the next team.
Well, if
So there you
Sheffield
go.
United lose, if they draw, they will go.
Sorry. Did I say I meant yes? If they lose.
You are right, though. You are right. In all seriousness, I really do think that. I mean, you all know what I think Sheffield United should actually do with their weekend.
What do you reckon, Tom? What do you reckon they should do?
Respect for Gary. I'm not going to say the sentence. I'm not going to finish the sentence because Gary deserves more respect than this. In all seriousness, I think that you know what? No, Gary, you're right. I'll take more of a leaf out of Gary's book. I will say that Sheffield United should go fornicate themselves.
There you go.
Ooh, it starts with an F.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody hit the likes if you haven't done it. Hit it.
Hit those likes, man.
Yeah, this might be the way we're going to see Sam for the rest of the show.
Yeah, my camera doesn't like the dark now. It just stopped really showing stuff. So yeah, I'll have to try and get more light around here, so this will be a bit more.
So
stable.
for those who needed to know, Scooby D2 is going to take a bath.
Okie dokie, Scooby. Make sure you wash your asshole.
Okay.
And behind your ears.
Yes.
It'll begin to smell like your arsehole.
Yes. Is it time for the Russ Morgan Norwegian News of the Week?
Oh boy.
We don't have a slide for that, do we, or anything, do we? We need to make that. We definitely need to make that.
We have a I can get Ben on that.
We definitely need a Norwegian News of the Week sponsored by Russ Morgan. We definitely need that. Anyway, in the Norwegian News of the Week, sponsored by Russ Morgan, the dogging bastard from Slough. Currently today, the Norwegian season finished a couple of weeks ago. Bodø/Glimt, the team that narrowly lost to Manchester United in Europe. They are the current champions. But anyway, today is the Norwegian Cup final. It is being played between Fredrikstad, a team not too far from here, actually, and Molde, a team up on the west coast of Norway. They're two big clubs in Norway. One's in the Premier League. I believe the other one isn't, if I remember correctly. Anyway, they're playing their cup final now today in Oslo at the National Stadium. And in other Norwegian news, Martin Ødegaard, the Arsenal captain, got a baby. So we're going to congratulate him. I don't know the name of the baby yet. I haven't checked, but I believe it's a boy. In other news, Rafa Benitez was over here in Norway doing some kind of PR work. And while he was here, he was interviewed by Norwegian television. And he said he was interested in taking over the Norwegian men's national team when the current manager, Ståle Solbakken, he has said he's not going to continue beyond next year. So, they're going to find a new manager. And Rafa Benitez says he wants to do it. So
I bet he fucking wants to do it. He's fucking took one look at that squad and gone, Odegaard, Ireland, give me the job.
Yes, and there's a few other decent talents in there as well. You got Noosa, you got Bob when he comes back from injury in City. He's out on a long-term injury at the moment. They're a young up-and-coming squad. So he definitely likes that. And, of course, he'll get paid a lot of money, which will probably help him as well on his quest to becoming rich and Spanish. And
they'll pay him in wows, won't they?
They'll probably pay him in whale meat, definitely.
Yeah.
That or salmon, one of the two. And I believe, I'm just checking, I believe that's it for this week's Norwegian news. That was Norwegian News of the Week, sponsored by Ross Morgan.
There you go. So does that mean that we will get the presence of one Martin Ødegaard in tomorrow's match?
Yes, the Gord will definitely be playing. He's only just had a kid.
Okay.
He hasn't died. He's just his wife. They recently married. I just had a kid, so he will definitely be playing tomorrow. Yes.
Cool. You know, it'd be nice for him to get a goal and a hat trick of sorts. And
he definitely needs to score more. That's the only thing I would say about Ødegaard. He's obviously a great player, very influential, one of the best players we've had in recent times.
Yep.
But the only thing I'll say about it, I mean, he's an assist machine, and the way, of course, it's not just the assist, but the way he, influences our attacking play. But I will say the only little criticism I have on him, he needs to score more goals. He definitely needs to score more.
Just take the damn shot. Please shoot the damn ball. Because you know what? When he does that, Saka gets a little relief and gets probably a little bit more space. Yeah. So for me, do that, Mr. Martin. Because I think we keep asking for help for Saka, but I think it's right there. But he won't take the damn shot. So they know. Guess what? If Saka is not taking a shot, it's not happening. So you know what?
Yep.
Do the man a favor. Open things up for him. Let me see what else we got. What is this, Mr. Tom? You want to read this?
Did you know there's a manhunt in New York City to find the man who killed the United Health CEO outside a hotel in the city? And by killed, he shot him. He's on camera. He shot him. And obviously, one thing I do love about the news is how it will say the alleged gunman. It's not alleged. He's on camera. He shot him.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy when they actually have pictures and everything and videos of what happened, and they go, "He might have done it." What? I know he did it.
I know in a deep fake society, it is possible that more than ever that he might not have actually shot him. But in terms of probably, he probably did.
Well,
actually-
he seems to be getting away so far. They haven't found him yet, which is pretty good goings, in today's society where there's just so much tracking capability.
I'll say this much: go look at any YouTube comment section on any of the videos and tell me if anybody's even going to turn them in.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah,
though.
that's true.
Everybody, a lot of people probably agree with.
And the award is only
trying to
$10,000, right? I mean, how ridiculous is that?
$450 billion in profit last year with 36% unapproval rate for claims.
The United Healthcare is by far I saw the statistics on this in the news and stuff. They're by far the health insurance company in America by far that denies the most claims, and it's not even close.
Yeah.
They actually have an automated AI-driven system that automatically denies claims.
And they're going
to.
I
think they were saying that he labeled his bullets shell casings with words that are specific to the way that their policy on how they handle the claims. So I guess he's like, you know what, this I'm just going to leave a little mark here.
He's obviously a person that's had. I'll say obviously, it's not true. I believe it will not be surprising if it comes out he has a loved one that died or is dying and has not been approved for help or coverage. And obviously he feels the only way to actually get any attention on this situation is to actually do what he did, which I'm not saying is right, but I understand it.
Well, you never condone killing anybody, right? You would want to go through the correct process really of doing anything. But I mean, in terms of the motive for doing it, right, and understanding that motive, I think is very understandable. Anybody can understand the motive. It's just, the way, what he ended up doing was the wrong thing, obviously, but it's very interesting because it's creating there's a lot of knock-on effect now with, CEOs in general, they're getting a bit scared, and definitely within, health, the healthcare insurance companies, they're all a bit scared at the moment. Yeah. It's, it might maybe force America to start looking,
ironically,
the way they do things, right? Because it's, sorry, I don't mean to get all political and all this, and we try to avoid that, but let's face it, privatized healthcare is a fucking horrible mess, and it shouldn't exist. So yeah.
All I'll say is, you've just described the plot of Saw 6.
Saw 11
Saw
or whatever.
6 is literally about this. Basically, someone died, but it turned out they'd been denied their healthcare. And basically, Jigsaw went after the person that denied the healthcare and the people he employs to basically go through, like you say, it's an AI system, but obviously there was a time where it wasn't. And they would actually employ people to go through their applications to look for things that would give them reasons to actually deny the healthcare. And it turned out that basically, because it was something like he smoked a cigarette, so when he then had a tooth out, that could have actually created a cavity, or it could have created something
pre-existing
which would have led
conditions,
to heart disease. But obviously, he's not going to declare that he's a smoker if he only had one cigarette in his life, or it obviously has nothing to do with it, really. Yeah. But enough for them to actually go, oh no, but it could have caused your heart disease.
Pre-existing conditions, right? That's
yeah. And basically, Jigsaw was basically like, right, we're going to put all of you in games. Let's all have some fun.
Rosie, bringing even more news to the.
Just to finish off on this, and I should probably move on because this is not a politics show, is it? Or that kind of thing. But United. I was reading also because there's a lot of information obviously coming out after this about United Healthcare and everything and their practices. And I don't recall which state it was, but there's a state in America, and it's obviously one of the states that doesn't have a lot of people. It's one of the more rural states. Can't remember which one it was, but there's a state in America where United Healthcare only has one approved specialist for, I can't remember what the specialty is, but they only have one approved specialist. You have to use that one specialist to get things approved for the entire state. I mean, that is just fucking ridiculous.
That person is God, essentially.
Essentially, yeah.
And basically, they only
should
have
not
one.
be the case.
They only have one stamp, and it says denied. So
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think we should probably move on from this. I don't think people tuned in for politics.
Yeah. Rosie, that's enough
I
for the
thought
news.
we all
I don't
tuned in
follow
to
the news,
Rosie's
and that's
list of
probably
people
why.
who died this week.
Yeah.
Well, this has turned into the fucking BBC now, hasn't it? With thanks to Rosie. Let's stick to football, eh? Let's stick to football, folks.
Yeah, if I point that out, I get shit for it.
Yeah. We'll move it. We're moving on. Premier League games are back into the start of the second half, and those scores have changed. So City is still drew.
I've got something we can discuss, guys. It's an interesting point, and it is definitely football related. This is an interesting point. So we saw in the news, I believe, during the last week or so, that there is a proposal that's going to be looked at for introducing a new rule where if the goalkeeper holds the ball for more than 8 seconds, a corner will be awarded to the attacking team. The idea is to try and stop or prevent time wasting by the goalkeepers. It's not really that well officiated at the moment. As we know, it's a bit sporadic, how the referee handles time wasting by the goalkeeper. So that is a proposal, the 8-second rule. Now, for me, on paper, it sounds good, right? But when you start thinking about it in practice, you can just imagine the fucking shit. You can see now how people are, going off at referees and complaining about referees' corruption, bias, blah, blah, blah. Imagine the fucking shit show we're going to have when referees are going to have to start enforcing that rule. And it's like, okay, how do you fucking start properly timing that? And then what's going to happen if it goes to 9 seconds or 10 seconds and the referee hasn't blown the whistle? You can just imagine the shit show. Oh, it was 9 seconds. It was 10 seconds. It wasn't 8 seconds. It's just going to be a fucking shit show, man. I mean, I just don't think.
You know what? And this is So this is for me. I assume there's already a rule in. They just don't want to implement it.
Yeah, at the moment it's supposed to be 6 seconds. That's the thing. At the moment, a goalkeeper is supposed to release the ball within 6 seconds.
So there's no reason to create a new rule then, right? There's a rule already for it. What the problem is, they don't even implement the rules they got now. Why are we adding more onto the plate? Can we just implement the rules you got now? If the game is being delayed by the goalkeeper or by somebody throwing a ball in, then you punish them the way you're supposed to. You give them a warning, and then after that, anybody else who does it for that team, just gets the yellow, and we move on. That's how it works. Like now they don't do anything. They let them drag it out, and then when it gets to the point where this is getting ridiculous, then they give them a warning. Too late. Yeah. No, stop it before it even. Like if you see a trend happening, like two players going at it for the early parts of a game, you call them over and you say stop it, or else you're both getting a yellow. You don't wait for it to get to the point where guess what, the retaliation goes back and forth, and now there's a serious penalty that needs to be called there, or a foul that needs to be called there. That's kind of my thing. Like they know what's happening. If they've been doing this job for a while, they know how this thing works, right? Just stop it right then and there and move on like you're supposed to. Manage the game out as you're supposed to. They don't do their job. That's the problem. This is nothing to do with rules. They just create new rules to like you said, to create even more. Yeah, and more ambiguity in the way that they referee games.
The current one isn't properly enforced, right? And now, so what they want to do is they want to say, okay, we'll increase the 6 seconds to 8 seconds, but we're going to enforce it by forcing a corner. If you go beyond 8 seconds, there's going to be a corner, which will be great for Arsenal. Obviously, I mean, we'll score 10 goals a game, but I'm just saying, it's just in practice, it's going to be a nightmare. And I agree with what Gary's saying completely. It should be enforced properly now. You get it. Well, the way it should work, right? This is the way it should work, okay? If you see the goalkeeper blatantly trying to time waste, he's taking 10, 20 seconds, whatever, to restart the game. First, you give him a warning, like you say. Give him a warning, okay? Just, cut it out. Stop that fucking shit, right? And then if he does it again, it's a yellow card. And we'll see a yellow card be given, right? Especially towards the end of a game, right? But what doesn't happen, or what very, very, very rarely happens in football, is a second yellow card is given for time wasting to the goalkeeper. Now, for me, if referees had more balls and they were fucking able, had the guts to actually give a second yellow card, and you actually start giving goalkeepers red cards for time wasting, I think maybe that would do something. But then you just know, again, the shit show there's going to be in social media and everything, like, oh, well, he got a second yellow card and this other guy didn't. And in 1974, we didn't even have the fucking this or that. It's just like, fuck off.
But
So
we got some goal scorers here. Brentford is up 3-2. Sorry to interrupt.
Palace has scored, yeah. Palace.
Yeah, Palace is up 2-1. Now, like I said, I think, you know what? My thing is, if you're the referee, you should be able to make a call and you should be able to justify it. When they, like, for me, if you decide not to give a call, you should be able to say, I didn't want to give a call in that situation because I've seen how this has been playing out all game. You guys are looking at one instance. I'm looking at the entire thing. This is my decision. That wasn't going to be a yellow, but they know better, that. And then I think nobody will have a word to say about it, because guess what? They're trying to manage the game. They're trying to see it out however they feel they want to get it. That's what they should do. But no, they want to stick behind saying absolutely nothing, and then have the PGMOL back them up with video, with TV shows and stuff like that. So for me, that's how it should work. I mean, you're supposed to, if they're not doing their job, so they should be fired, right? 2, they're not abiding by the rules, so they should be fired. They don't want to do that, right? They don't want to do that. They want to keep their buddies in office, kind of thing, not doing the job they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
So that's kind of just a waste.
What does Spencer and Tom think? Let's go with Spencer first, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I wasn't expecting a follow-up question on that. So so an 8-second rule on this, like I was just thinking about it because I was texting Tom last night. I was watching your and y'all's top 5 movies, and I kind of disappeared for I'd say about an hour because I ran into a buddy of mine who's a police officer at Walmart, and he's going to the FTO phase. And this is kind of what I'm going to get to this point is the field training officer phase. So his FTO is all about, catching people for inspection stickers on their car. And my buddy's like, I don't give a shit about that. So my point being with that is every ref has different things that they're going to beef on. I know people talk about consistency, but there's laws in the rule book, right? Some people enforce some people don't enforce others because they don't see a point in enforcing it. So the 8-second rule is going to get enforced by one ref, but not get enforced by the other ref. That's what I think is going to end up happening. There's going to be massive inconsistency because some people are going to think, I don't have time to ref a game like that. But this is also kind of goes back to my previous point that I've said in the past, when all the teams just cuddle the ref. Like I think it was City this week. And one of those City players just started hugging the ref, and he was just kind of chummy with him. And it's like, you touch the ref. In the NFL, if you touch the ref, that's an automatic flag. Why are you touching the ref and hugging him? There should be like a yellow card and infraction on that. So the reality is, like, they need to have more control of the game, but I don't know if you're going to get the accurate implementation of rules if you do the 8-second rule. I just don't know if that's going to happen.
Yeah. Tom, your take.
My understanding, the question is, what do I think of the new proposed rule or law on goalkeepers holding the ball? Because it's a big pet hate when your team, and I don't mean your team as in Arsenal, but I just mean in general, anyone, when your team has the ball, or when your goalkeeper gets the ball and hits the floor and you're winning, it's the fucking best thing ever, because you're right. 20 seconds apiece. However, it's really fucking annoying when the opposite happens. And I've unintentionally sort of like just unspoken rule, like, accepted it as part of football. It's what you do. You got the advantage. You've earned the advantage. You have earned the right to time waste. But on the other foot, I think a lot of this should be dissuaded by punishing it. Like, apparently there's a 6-second rule for the goalkeeper, but already in place. Like, I don't know when they did away with that. Goalkeeper shouldn't be allowed to hold the ball for a minute. Derby County did it this afternoon. In the 28th minute of the game at 0-0, they started their time wasting shit. Like, they had there was an offside, so they had a free kick kind of thing, and they took like 2 minutes to fucking take it. And it was like, for a start, you deserve nothing because you've already decided you want to get a 0-0 draw out of this. So you should be punished for that alone. And we did punish him by scoring twice. Go fuck yourself, Derby. You fucking losers. You absolute fucking losers. How dare you fucking think you're going to turn up Eden Road to get sank again? You fucking cunts. Anyway, sorry. What? Anyway.
This is going to be called the GFY show.
Just, so can I agree with Sam on one thing? I wanted to finish up with this though. I agree with Sam that we should be handing out second yellow cards to goalkeepers that offend. Like that would solve it tomorrow. But again, like you said, people will go on social media. You get Gary Neville on Match of the Day being like, "We're back in my day." Nobody cares, Gary. Nobody cares.
You know what? Back in your day, this isn't your day. This is a new. This is the football today and the football yesterday. Not the same. We know
it's like Lee Dixon. Lee Dixon on the peak on the NBC is like, well, that wasn't a foul in my day, and it's like, bro, you didn't have cell phones. Like, no, shut up. Just call the game.
Yep.
In all seriousness, sorry, just last thing I'll say on this personally is what you will end up actually happening is it still won't be applied consistently.
Exactly.
But there'll be no consistency in it. That's the drawback. The drawback on anything. Rosie, why don't you wait for your movie bollocks on fucking Thursday when you actually talk about movies? Anyway, sorry, what? But she won't turn up for that when it's actually time to fucking do it. Anyway, what? You laugh. You all sound a prick for saying it, but it's fucking true. But no, in all seriousness, this basically there'll be a time when Liverpool holds the ball for 6 seconds, and that there won't be a corner. But then there'll be a time where Arsenal did hold the ball for 7 seconds, and there was a corner or whatever. But people will fucking minutia this to the point of absolute nonsense.
And how do you? My just to finish off. Sorry, I know.
When do you count? When do you start counting from?
Exactly, Tom. How are they going to decide exactly? I mean, it's going to be a nightmare because how do you actually like precisely start the timer on 8 seconds from when the goalkeeper? There's because there's different factors involved, right? I mean, it's just I just can't see them. Yeah, I mean, if they do end up implementing this, it's just going to be a shit show. It really is.
Yeah, like I said, is it good for football? I would say no, because you're not even doing the right football right now. So for me, if it's not good for football, and you know what, it doesn't. You don't even like I said. Once again, you don't need a rule. If the referee feels you're doing this to to kill the sport, to kill the game, right? Like this isn't football, then a referee just makes the judgment call and send and if they don't want to follow the rule, just check the flow of the game. If it's one of those games where both sides are kind of dragging their feet, you've let it go too long, and you just let it go. But if it's one of those things where, all right, now they've just started, and I don't want this to taint the game anymore, you just stop it. You just stop it. I mean, that's what they're supposed to be there to uphold the rules of the game, to make the game, to make sure we're playing proper football. Some are written rules and some are not. We know what they are. Just follow just keep the game going as it's supposed to. They're going to try to drag their feet because they're up one. They're going to try to drag their feet because they're the inferior team. We all know this. But for the good of the football, manage the game out. Just do your job. That's all I'm going to say. Do your job and we'll be all right.
Do your job, man. I agree.
Anyway, moving to human, it's up to scrutiny.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's the ultimate problem here is you're going to have the inconsistencies of human element here, and it's kind of what makes sport good, but it also doesn't at the same time. And I do find like the NFL has a lot of bad calls on Sundays, but it doesn't impact the game as much as it does in the Premier League, like because the margins are so close. Most games are 1-2-1, 1-1 like it's not like 24-14 and they missed a call here. Well, they're already up by 10. It doesn't matter. So my thing is like I would like to see what Sam said with the yellow cards and just start enforcing it. Like goalkeepers seem to be, and as someone that did play goalkeeper, so I'm a little bit biased with this also. Like it's a little extra protected. They have to be protected, but I don't think they need to be protected when they're time wasting on goal kicks.
Exactly.
No, but right. we saw it like 2 seasons ago when Onana basically took out a Wolves player, right? And we all like looked at that and went, that's not a yellow, at least a foul or something. Nothing. No. And it's taken almost 2 years to where now you get Gabriel gets punched in the face. He's trying to clear the ball, but he's late. So now it's
Yeah.
dangerous play all of a sudden, right? So it's easy. It should be easy to call, but that's how far we've gotten. And we've seen this time and time again in the past. They don't want to fix it. And then when they finally do fix it, you're like, great. Now can you do it again? And the answer to that is they probably won't do it again. Probably never see that call happen again.
The only way I would take them seriously when it comes to changing things, when it comes to a refereeing game, is when they start replacing these refs. That's the only time I'll take it seriously.
There's got to be consequences, right? There's no consequences at the moment. I mean, there's no accountability, no fucking consequences.
Well, VAR's the one thing. I like VAR. I think you need to have it. I really do. Because what's the point of complaining about these calls if you don't have at least an element to fix it? Even if they screw the element up, at least there's a chance to make it right. My thing is, like, you should have brought the automated offsides. You talked about doing it, and you never did it. You know, and I'm still okay with them. If they want to implement it tomorrow, great, do it. Let's improve it now. If there's something that improves the game, why wait till the next
season? You can't do it mid-season is my thing.
But why? But
because
why
guess what? You basically have just like you've changed your rules in the middle of the season. So basically, basically what you've done is you said all those other games we're going to referee totally different now, and I think that's bad for a business in my sense to change the rules midway season.
If it improves the quality of the game, though,
no, but it's you should have done it in the beginning of the season. That's my thing. You can't do it in the middle of the season. You can't just change the rules in the middle of the season because now all you've done is you've basically you put an asterisk on the rest of the season.
But you've upgraded the technology.
But you do it at the beginning. They had more than enough time to implement this. This wasn't something that was about just 6 months ago. This was been around for years, right? This technology has been around where they could have implemented if they wanted to before the season started.
We should do a poll.
Yeah. You don't change rules mid-season.
Let's ask the chat room.
I actually agree. I agree with Spencer on this. I don't think it's really going to have much of an impact in terms of actually making them better at enforcing offsides. I don't really see how that affects I think as soon as they can do it, the better. It looks like it's probably not going to happen until next season now, I think, is the last I read on it. But yeah.
Your Sunday night, Monday morning football discussion will soon very quickly become, should the team have been awarded a corner because the goalkeeper was only holding the ball for 5.9 seconds?
Exactly.
Well, they have to talk about something because that's the thing the problem I have is a lot of these punditries don't really go into stats diving when it comes to talking about the game. And I don't think it's because
it's boring.
But I can watch that crap all day. Everybody knows me. I like analytics. I like numbers, whatever. Dork. But I don't find it interesting to talk about missed calls. I think it's lazy punditry. Because it requires zero effort to sit there and say, well, they missed this call, blah, blah, blah. Instead of saying, well, hey, how many key passes were done? Field tilt, all this other stuff. Like, this is why City is good on the ball because of
they're all part of the game. The missed call is part of the game because the made call is part of the game. So the missed one's got to be as well.
Correct. So let's fix it. Let's fix it. Let's bring the automated system in.
I just think you can't do it mid-season. That's all. I mean, because I think you've the games where you could have used it and they may have made a difference are gone now. So why would you like I said, it's not the same game anymore. You've changed it again right mid-season. We can't even get once again, they can't even do their job now. We're gonna in the middle of the season. We're gonna add some new technology which we know could break, right? So now all of a sudden we're gonna implement it in the middle of the
concussion subs. Concussion subs. We see a nasty head injury. Do you wait till next season to implement it, or do you implement it now for player safety?
But it was a problem a long time ago. Why didn't you have? It should be ready for the new season, right?
That was the most criminal thing. The fact that they didn't have that in the game to allow for concussions. That's criminal in itself. But they fixed it.
Yeah. That's not. I
think anything you can do to improve a game, like you've got to implement it immediately.
Even that,
I agree.
Doesn't it?
I don't think so because now
when I heard the leg.
Yeah.
Because I know the referee will stop it.
Okay. So that's the other thing too. We need to. You want to talk about the thing that's more criminal is the amount of diving, and the things that players extra simulation, and all this, and where our players are guilty of it. I've seen Gabriel Martinelli act like he's blown his ACL 15 times. and it's like, dude, they're not calling it. And he finally gets up and starts running again. And it's like, I get it's part of the game. I get it's part of selling it. But in the NBA,
Martin Odegaard did that on the penalty. You see him
It's
look up
part
to
of the
see if he
game
got
that
the
I
call,
genuinely
and
wish
then he
would
went
fuck
back
off.
down as soon as he saw
I don't
that
like
the
it.
call was made.
The
So
NBA
you know
does it too.
everybody does it. But you know what? That's where
Everybody does
that's
it
where
is
the
not
rules are
the
already
right
there. There's
thing.
nothing new
I
to
know.
add.
I agree. I think these guys need to be a little more tougher.
Oh,
If
Harrogate
there's-
are losing.
It's easy. It's easy to do
That's
when
my
it's
Saturday
easy to do
ruined.
your job when you don't have to do your job. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
the thing, right? They don't have to do their job, so that's why it's makes it easy for them.
I think there's many different things that need to happen here, right? I mean, first of all, you need consequences for referees not doing their job correctly, right? At the moment, there's no fucking accountability. That needs to happen. I agree wholeheartedly with Spencer. Is if there's technology available that can help officiating, put it in as quickly as possible. I don't think it affects what's previously happened. It's just about improving what you're doing, making it more accurate. That's my opinion. And yeah, you got the referees also during the game. They have to have balls to fucking do their jobs. They have to tell players, listen, you're fucking acting. Here's a yellow card. You do it again, you're going to get a red. Goalkeepers who waste time, you get a warning, then you get a yellow, then you get a fucking red. And the red card never happens because it's so consequential, but it's still the fucking law of the game. So they should fucking do it. And that's the problem. The referees just don't have the balls to make decisions like that. So yeah. Well, it's a combination of all those things really that needs to happen.
And Sam, that is the ultimate consequence, right? If you get that yellow, now you have to play your game differently.
Yeah, you shouldn't time waste anymore. You get a yellow, that's it. Okay, no more time wasting, right?
Now I have to be careful which challenges I go in on.
Yeah.
And I hate the time wasting ones because like they're going to add 30 seconds onto the end. Like you see them all the time. The 87th minute, someone drops to the ground. I have a cramp. They finish the game out, but you're like, and you see teams concede on like that stuff all the time. Arsenal, I would argue Arsenal conceded at Man City because Timber went down early. If you remember in that game, we had a couple players in the 80th minutes go down for cramps. And what did they get? 9 minutes of extra time. What happened? They tied the game up.
Yeah.
Finish the game out, dude. You're not helping out unless you're really hurt.
Tony Pulis said, and this would have been at least 15 years ago, when he was manager of Stoke City. So that's how long ago he said it. He went, you will eliminate diving instantly when you start sending people off for it.
Yes. I think it would make the game drastically better. I really do.
Yeah, agreed. Anyway, that was a good discussion. I've got another point of discussion now. We've got news from America, which is also the biggest surprise in the history of the world ever. Is that Lionel Messi won the MLS MVP award. And I think that's the biggest surprise in human history.
It really is.
You know what? And with that, Sam, next subject, please.
I
know this is a football. I know it's a football show, but that's the least football thing I want to talk
the
about
MLS
today.
is a fucking joke. When you watch Inter Miami play, and why the fuck are they in the FIFA World Club Cup, right? That was arranged ages ago, and they're like, yeah, Inter Miami's probably going to win. Let's fucking give it to them. Give them the spot. It's a fucking shambles, the whole FIFA thing. Anyway, that's a whole different discussion. But anyway, yeah. The MLS is a joke, right? I mean, when you watch Inter Miami play these games, and you see the opposition just not giving a fuck. I mean, they let Messi do whatever the fuck he wants. And he gets the decisions he wants most of the time. It's a fucking joke, that league over there. It really is.
Yeah,
it's unfortunate because I think the quality of the product has gone down since Messi came in.
Well, that is because, as somebody said, they're talking about the way certain things are gone, and like you don't want to say the word scripted, but it could be scripted. It's just like
some of it looks like it. It really does.
Yeah, it's hard to. I've been to a few DC United games and I've enjoyed myself there. You definitely see a drop off when you're watching Europe versus that for sure. And honestly, like the drop off from this hemisphere or quadrant, whatever you want to call it, versus Europe in general is, South America, Mexico, there's drop off in all the quality of the games.
Yeah.
But I still enjoy watching it sometimes.
I mean, like the playoff structure is pretty cool, and
I do like the playoff structure, and I know that that's very American, but
I like that. I like that.
I would almost. I know people are going to kill me for saying this. I would love to see the Premier League do something like that.
Well, they're doing it now in the Champions League, right? Which is interesting.
Yeah, and I think you're seeing the difference in the Champions League based on the struggles of Real Madrid and City. Now, City's struggling in general, but I think I think the group stages, in my opinion, set up for the bigger teams anyway.
Yeah,
because they could sit there and rest players in Game 5 and Game 6 by the time they got their 12 points. But competition is good. I this is the thing. I think merits. Like that has to be a part of it. I know I'm not going to pivot to American college football, but Gary agrees with me. Of all the sports in America, most of them are based on merit, except college football is one where it's kind of such a gray area on everything. But that there is some good stuff that the MLS does, and there's also some stuff that
what I really like.
It's questionable when you give Messi a part of the TV deal. Like it questions. It's no different than FanDuel being a major sponsor for some of these leagues when you're in bed with gambling. It adds questions that don't need to be asked.
Exactly. And I just want to say on the one, I don't know if they still do it, because I'll be honest with you, I don't watch the MLS. I only see some clips and stuff and news, but I remember before, I actually quite liked the way the MLS did penalties. We had to do it like hockey style from the kickoff spot. You'd have to run up to the goalkeeper from the kickoff spot, and the goalkeeper wasn't allowed outside his area, of course. But yeah, you'd have to run from the halfway line basically to the goal, like ice hockey style. And I quite enjoyed that. I thought that was pretty cool. Do they still do that, or did they change?
No, the 90s MLS was great because it was Americanized. And what I see by that is like Kansas City Wizards, DC United. They had actual like team mascot names. Yeah. And then I want to say like mid 2000s, they're like, let's be like Europe and we'll be such and such FC. And it's like, dude, like be unique. Like have the Rapids still exist, but the Kansas City Wizards are now like Kansas City. I can't remember what they are, but they've changed their name. But they had cool logos. Tampa Bay Mutiny.
Yeah. The Orlando Pirates. I mean, the Orlando Pirates.
I mean, some of this stuff was just really good. And then they tried to copy Europe, and it's just like, be unique. You're never going to be the quality of Europe, but be unique.
I remember one of my brothers, he actually moved to Orlando he started off as a holiday with a friend of his in 1987, I believe it was. Sorry, I don't mean to drag this out, but it's a funny story. But anyway, I think it was 1987. He went over to Orlando with a friend of his, and he just ended up staying there. Yes, he was an illegal immigrant. He worked at a car wash and just ended up staying there. And we went over. My family went over and visited him in 1988. And I remember he was so fucking chuffed because I think that year, 1988, is before we went over it to visit. But I think it was in the off season, which was the old First Division back then. It's Premier League now, but yeah, in the off season, Arsenal went to America for like a training camp, and they went to Florida and they played the Orlando Pirates in a friendly game. I think it was 88. But anyway, you can just imagine my brother being a big Arsenal fan when that happened. They're just like him and his friends who are also English are like, fucking hell. I mean, that's just like Christmas for them. They just went to that game, and I think they were drunk from like the first minute. But yeah, the Orlando Pirates actually played Arsenal in a friendly back then.
Yeah, it's just different. But they just need to start enforcing the rules in the Premier League if we're going to circle back to what the main thing is. Like, it just enforce the rules. It's never going to be perfect. I think we all understand that, but I don't know.
I'm going to say also this. We were talking about MLS. Initially it was like MLS when they bring in these older players. It was going to, for me, it was supposed to big up the league and make it a little bit more legit, because now you actually have some professional players who had won these big trophies coming in to kind of show. The American, the American sports fans what this is all about. but it's not that anymore. It's not. They're not doing that now, right? It's just
No,
better.
changed.
It's better for the American football players or soccer players, depending on what you call them, to go elsewhere in the world and get proper football experience, right? I mean,
Well, now you got the Middle East, right? You got the Middle East now that gives, and China. They give so much money now to players. They just entice them with huge, ridiculous contracts, and so the MLS is not really that sort of attractive anymore. It's the Middle East and it's China. That's where a lot of these players go. But I just wanted to finish off the Messi segment by asking Tom. Tom, what's your take on Lionel Messi? The player slightly taller than you, getting the MVP.
I'd like to congratulate Lionel Messi on winning the Lionel Messi League Award. I was shocked that it happened. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked that a player with a financial stake in the success of the league has been declared the best player in the league. I mean, he's obviously the best player in that league. Like that, to deny that is delusional. But let's be fair. Even if someone had outperformed him this season, he would still win the MVP because he owns part of the league.
Yep. No, that's a nice way to end that segment. Let's move on.
Cool.
How are we doing?
We're getting fuck himself. Clearly,
I thought he was going to finish off with that. Tom. How are we doing? How are we doing with the scores? We're getting towards the end now, aren't we?
Yeah, so we got last 5. We got last 7 minutes left in most of the Premier League matches. It's 1-0 still to Villa over Southampton. Brentford is up 3-2 on Newcastle at home. Crystal Palace and City are still drawn 2-2 right now. City is trying to get that third goal to move up into the top 3 spot if they can do that. Otherwise, they're going to sit 4th right now. So we'll see how this plays out and see if Crystal Palace actually tries to get a win as opposed to sit on this draw. But that's how it is in the Premier League. Anybody want any? So in the Championship, you got Hull and Blackburn still 0-1 to Blackburn. Luton, Swansea 1-1 still. Millwall is still losing to Coventry 1-0. Portsmouth is up 3-0 on Bristol City. QPR is up 3-0 on Norwich. So yeah. There's a yellow card coming out for a City player and a red. That's Rico Lewis.
Lewis, second yellow, red card.
He's the one that scored the second goal to tie it up, but now they're going to be down a man.
10 men with about 6 minutes to go now.
As if they don't have enough problems with who's to play next. Rico Lewis will be out for a game, so that might hurt them as far as depth.
Yep.
It's terrible. It's terrible. My heart bleeds.
He went in. He went in late on a tackle inside the box, which I think is stupid. Very late. I mean, the player is actually turning away from the goal. It's like he put himself in that situation, and he.
Yeah, I mean, it's a yellow card. It's as simple as that. It's a yellow card.
No, it's a yellow card. No, but he fouled somebody in the box who's turning away from the goal. I mean, that's what you want, actually. There's no need to
be fair. It's a yellow card offence, but he's already on the yellow card. Therefore, you have to go, sir.
Yeah.
Get out. Get off the pitch. Move, bitch. Get off the pitch.
I saw earlier it was happening while we were in our discussion. I know Tom will be very pleased with this. He might just pull out some kind of form of celebration there and celebrate this. Eddie Nketiah came on for Crystal Palace. I know that warms Tom's heart very, very much.
Eddie's on the pitch. Your backline's in trouble.
Is that the way it goes? I don't know. Is that the song?
I literally made that.
That's a saying for when he's in a nightclub, I imagine. Because it'd cause more damage to an arsehole in a nightclub than he ever would to someone's goal on pitch. Tell you that.
I don't even want to know why you know this. I really don't. I mean, I know you're his fan and all. I mean, I didn't know you were that close, but wow. Well,
welcome to the show, Scooby. Welcome to the show, and I'm glad your bum hole is clean.
Yeah. There was a lot of information he gave on his cleaning. Yeah, yeah. What he does when he's in the bath. Mr. Tom, you want to read it out?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind putting it up on the screen. It said, put off bath, clean bum, one clean ear. Thanks for the advice.
So sorry to interrupt, but I just was opening up one of these social apps, and I guess Michael Antonio has been involved in a road traffic. Well, Fabrizio Romano said a road traffic accident. Could just say a traffic accident.
Imagine my shock. Imagine my shock.
The car does not look good. This is the car.
That's a shame. Oh dear.
So I don't know.
Wow.
Cars are supposed to protect they're supposed to protect the.
That's a speed thing right there, Gary. You can look at it.
Too fast.
And I would be kind of like, okay, whatever, because in America, obviously, the left side looks, but this is where the driver's side is. So
yeah,
we'll see.
We hope he's all right.
While we obviously don't wish any bad on anyone, the reason I say not surprising is because he's already drove a car through someone's house on Christmas Day. Therefore, he's got previous form for this.
I didn't know that. Jesus.
That's genuinely a story. He drove a car through the front of someone's house on Christmas Day, got out, and before apologising, first thing he did was phone his agent. In case anyone thinks I'm being callous towards him.
No, jeez, I didn't know that. I mean, yeah.
Well, I just found it. I just saw it, so I don't.
No, I saw it on there.
It's news. It's relevant.
Football news. Yeah. So. Oof.
We hope he's okay.
He shouldn't drive in December. Clearly.
Yeah, sounds like it.
I mean, it doesn't look. I don't know. Well, no speculation, but obviously, hopefully, everything is all well. I mean, that's.
Yeah, of course.
I tell you what, that was the other thing. Talking to my buddy last night, who's now in the FTO phase, he's like, "Dude, you won't be surprised how many accidents. This is where I live. People drive like 1 million people, and everybody like." My office, when I do have to go to the main hub's like 25 miles. You guys can figure out the kilometers. It's not my problem. But anyway, just like, hey, it's 45 degrees Fahrenheit. That's your job to figure out Celsius. But no. So like, I think, but I mean, the amount of accidents you see, and it's just people on their phones, and I'm sure the UK is not any better.
Nah.
But
definitely a speed issue. You can see that he's driving a fast car. It looks like an Aston Martin on first glance. Yeah.
Maybe a Mercedes.
It's going to be a fast car, and he's driving it too fast. Obviously, lost control. Of course, we don't know all the conditions, but just by seeing how badly damaged that car is, it definitely looks like speed.
As I tell the kids all the time, you really can't do too much damage to yourself in a car.
Yeah.
If you just take your foot off the gas.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just take your foot off the gas. That right there will save you a little bit of heartache.
It's very interesting you mention that, because the speed limit is actually there for a reason. People don't realize that one of the reasons why the speed limit is there, especially, I'm not talking on like motorways, but like on like back roads, smaller roads. The speed limit is there because it actually does. I mean, and this has been tested and stuff. It's like, it's to do with the reaction times and stuff like that. And, on back roads, a lot more shit happens. You'll have animals, you'll have, there's more objects around the sides of the road, etc. And when you're at that speed limit, there's a much better chance for you to react and slow down, if something happens. And, that's the whole idea of the speed limit. It's there to keep you safe. So, yeah, we definitely encourage everyone to follow the speed limit.
And I'll tell you something else, too. I know on all of our cars, we have a tool by the driver's door, where you can break the window. Like, I bought those for everybody. So if ever a water incident, you have a way to pull it up and break the window and get out.
Yeah. That's a good thing, actually, because obviously inside
all the cars got jumper cables, everything we need. You got.
Yeah, it's good to be safe.
Yeah.
Be safe. Be prepared. Be safe.
Yeah.
I get that.
Got to be prepared.
Yeah. As I said, you just take your foot off the gas. You'll be better. You can, because that's when you lose control, right? When you put your foot down on the gas, you barely lose control when you take your foot off the gas.
Well, it's
Yeah.
amazing. It's
Yeah.
amazing, and I obviously, be honest, and I've experienced this, in my younger, more, reckless days. Let's put it that way. When you're driving over the speed limit, especially going quite far over the speed limit, this happened to me a couple of times. It's actually quite scary. All of a sudden something, unexpected happens. When you're that far over the speed limit, you're shitting bricks because you don't have the reaction time, you don't have the braking distance you need. It fucking scares the shit out of you when something happens when you're speeding. So yeah, don't speed, basically.
Yeah.
Brentford just scored to go up 4-2 late in extra time. So,
Righty
So why did
we-
Ramsdale not start today? Is he on the outs with Southampton?
Is he on the bench? Is he on the bench today?
Yeah, he's not the keeper.
Wow, that's probably not a good sign for him.
Which
Because
is why,
they've conceded a fair few goals from their attempted build-up play, which started with him, and then ended up with the other team scoring.
you know what the
because he
problem with
gave
that
them the
is?
ball.
That's why he doesn't have a job with Arsenal. So to bring him in and then tell him to do the job that he couldn't do for Arsenal because they had to find somebody better to do it, sounds like you didn't really do your research, right? You didn't do your background check.
but it was low risk, high reward for Southampton.
Not if you're going to ask him to do the things he can't do.
Southampton have currently got no shots on target, no shots off target, 4 block shots. They've had a lovely afternoon at Villa Park.
I think Southampton are going down. I think that's pretty clear, to be honest.
Mm.
We're nearly at
How the
Christmas,
fuck
and
did
they
they beat us 3 times last year?
I do think they're probably in massive trouble. I think Ipswich. I would argue that I think. Oh, that's a nasty hit. I would argue that Southampton's probably the most in trouble right now. I think like Ipswich and anybody else down there has a shot to dig themselves out, but Southampton just doesn't look like they have answers to any questions that are being presented to them.
They just look awful. They just look really awful.
It doesn't look cohesive.
Yeah.
At least when you watch Ipswich, there's a little bit of cohesiveness there. And even like
I mean, Ipswich, to be fair to them, they have quite a decent attack. Their attacking is quite good. It's just the rest is pretty bad.
And I think the last time we were together, gentlemen, I think Crystal Palace was in the bottom 3. And now they've dug themselves out.
Yeah.
So Southampton, I think, was on 5 coming into this weekend. It could be. I'm not saying they're going to be 18, 19 points, but I'd be shocked to see them get.
Well, the record's 11. Yeah. Talking about Derby County, I think they've got the record in the Premier League, haven't they? 11 points, I believe it was, as a record. So they need 6 more points to equal that.
They could probably.
They're going to need a lot of draws, basically.
Yeah, and it's something to be said about goals against. The teams at the bottom of the table, they're all in like the 25 plus goals against, and teams above them, that West Ham is there in 27, Newcastle 21, Everton 21. That when you can't stop people from scoring goals, you're just going to drop. And then the City match is over. City is begging for something, but the match is over.
And the City players are surrounding the referee. They're not happy, obviously, with the decisions that have been made. Typical City, cheating bastards. But City 2-2, which we like, obviously.
And this is exactly what I think should happen right now. Just yellow card the hell out of them.
Yeah.
This is the thing that kills me about this game. It's just a beautiful game. They allow the refs to just. I mean, if Kyle Walker's the only one talking right now, I'm okay with that. That's the captain. But if the way that Haaland approached him, if you see it from the angle,
he shouldn't be talking. He shouldn't be walking up to anybody after any game in any situation at this point in his career. Somebody should have told him, dude, just walk off the pitch. You didn't do a good job today. You didn't put the goals in when you had opportunities to. Go get better for the next one. Don't talk to anybody after a game, because I think that whole humble thing basically has shown, dude, you're not the one. You don't got it.
I'm okay. Like Pep's going off on him right now. I'm okay with the manager doing that because that's a position of power. Well, obviously, there has to be limits to how you do it. But we're seeing. I don't want to say the end of Pep at City, but Rodri means so much to what they do.
Mm.
And when you don't have that midfield, look what Arsenal dropped. Odegaard was gone, and then everything, there was no answers to no progressive play.
Yeah.
You lose
football is a team game until you lose your best player.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
But when you start going to your fans and saying, "Hey, we won 6 titles,"
you should back that up, though, right? You should be able to back that up.
Did you hear what Mourinho said?
With his 6 titles.
Yeah.
No. Back up that statement, not back up. No, that's not the backup. The backup is what happens next, and what's happened next is what we just saw, right? Right. That's what I say. When I say backup, it's the response.
You just don't do that. Like that. That's when the armor. Like that's a
chink in the armor for sure.
You know what that is? That's when you're in an argument. It's like, I know I am, but what are you? Like that's the response. It's a very childish response.
Yeah.
I
mean, we've all done that though. We've all done that.
But we're not Pep Guardiola.
Talk about childish though.
Doing it.
Say what you want about Mourinho, but the guy's shithousery is fucking unmatched. And what he said now about Pep was just, it was hypocritical. The guy's a fucking hypocrite. You gotta point that out. But what he said was fucking brilliant, because when Pep had a little pop at him, like, oh well, I won 6 titles, he just won 3. And Mourinho was like, yeah, well, I didn't win the titles cheating and with 115 charges over my head. It's like, yeah, man, just tell him. But then at the same time, you're around at Chelsea with billions of pounds buying any player you wanted, all the top players around the world with no fucking regulations or rules whatsoever. Abramovich is putting billions into that club. You were cheating. It just at that time it wasn't, there wasn't laws in place against it, basically.
Yeah, the levels have definitely changed since then, right? I mean, the levels of the cheating and what they are now. Now you need a lot more money to do it. So
and Scooby is right.
I know you're all talking about losers right now, so why don't we just slightly pivot to talking about winners? Gary, who's currently leading the charge in the championship?
Last time I looked, it was Leeds United.
They award titles on December 7th.
Mm.
Spencer, wow. Did you hear what I said at the beginning of the show?
No, unfortunately.
I said, the road trip the week after the end of the Premier League this season, if we're in a situation where Arsenal are the champions of the Premier League and Leeds win the championship, this road trip on that Saturday after the Premier League, this is going to be fucking incredible. Tom said he's going to get naked. He's promised us.
We should all sit here naked.
That's not what I heard.
I'm not doing that.
Sam, I heard what you. Sam said it right. Sam said it right. I'm gonna speak for the show. Whatever Sam just said, it backed up by the governing board of DWTT. Mr. Tom's comments though do not epitomize what this show is all about.
I'll show you all my arsehole as well.
You know what? I don't want to see it, but I think the people might want to see it. That's all.
Everyone wants to see my arsehole.
He said it on camera. He said, "I'll get naked if it happens." So he's promised.
Let's see Derek too.
He's gonna have all the Dereks around him.
Yeah, you can have Derek 1, Derek 2.
It's in May. Derek won't be around.
Here we go. This is what you do.
So the duck will be around.
Remember Rodman when he did the basketballs? And he was like, you've got to do that. You're 166 points per game. You beat Michael Jordan. Derek's all around you. In the back. There you go. That's about as far as we can take it.
I am not going to apologize for being great.
No, you shouldn't.
I don't even know what you just
imagine
said.
That
it sounded like nonsense to me, what you just said.
I'm not going to apologize for any point for having fun.
No.
Fun.
No, nothing to
apologize
for.
You call it. It's fun. That's probably a fair
And you know what, Mr. Tom, if you do that show, it sounds like a lot of people are going to be losing their eyesight. So, Rosie says she won't be seeing none of that.
I don't know if I'm working that weekend, guys, but I'll find a way to find work.
No, boss, you definitely put me in for that shift.
Like, Gary, I can't make the show. I got work. Yeah.
No. No,
He's like,
you will be contractually obliged. I will pay a legal firm to ensure that you all have to attend this.
It's gonna be like,
you know what?
hey,
You know what?
can't
You know
pay
what?
your overtime.
You know what?
Comp time works, boss.
Spencer, you have to join the show anyways because the only way we are going to be seeing Mr. Tom's nakedness is if Arsenal is sitting at the top of the table as well, and that you cannot miss that. So you're kind of like you're
I'm not
damned if you
just if
do,
Leeds
damned if
win
you
it.
don't.
It's
Yeah, it's a package deal. It's a
we
package
actually
deal,
get the-
and I don't
if
mean
we get the
package like in
trifecta.
yeah.
What's
If
the
we get the
parlay odds on
trifecta
this
of
one?
things we all really want to happen, we need Arsenal win the title, Leeds to win the championship, and an Ipswich relegation. All three happened.
Oh no, we didn't. I don't know about the Ipswich. The Ipswich is something you added in there. I don't think does I'll say this on live TV. Does the board agree that Ipswich has to be in the package deal?
I don't want to participate in this, to be honest.
It's too late. You've signed in blood. It doesn't
Bilal's a
matter.
legend.
It's too late.
All I'm going to say is the legendary Bilal.
Spencer, sorry, it's too late. You cannot back out now. It's like in Yellowstone. You get the brand.
Yeah,
you're in, dude. You don't want to go to the train station, my man.
Yeah, you don't want to go to the train station.
Once you put it in, it's already too late.
Oh god.
Listen, all I'm going to say is this has been a great show. Sorry. This has been the best show, the best show, the best show ever.
Greatest of the greatest shows.
Jared
told me. People have been saying to me it's the greatest show ever. It's the greatest show ever. It's the best. It's the best. Jared was telling me. sorry. I'm sorry. I really don't mean to have stolen Sam Greenwood's gimmick, but everyone's still Sam Greenwood's gimmicks based on the way everyone's throwing the word slag around like a bunch of slags. Sam, you should be suing people. People have been using
looks like Manchester United's gone really strong today. Wow, they've gone pretty strong.
Man United playing today.
They are playing.
Imagine that.
Who are they playing? I don't even.
Nottingham Forest. I predicted a 2-0 win for Nottingham Forest. Both goals to be scored.
It's going to be really tough, I think. They've got Euro, Delit, and Martinez on their back three. So.
Also, how many of them have to jump on each other's shoulders to be able to block Chris Wood?
You think? Okay, so here we go. So Chris Woods is going to show up today.
Chris Wood has been showing up all season. To be fair,
I think he struggled. He struggled a couple games ago, if I recall. So
the wonder of New Zealand.
He did his usual open. Sitters missed.
Well, yeah, he has played for Leeds United. Like some of our club does rub off on people. Of course.
Yeah.
Like, let's be fair.
I just got a little update, guys, from Norway. News from Norway. We're in extra time now. The Norwegian Cup final, Fredrikstad Molde 0-0, extra time. So yeah, it's a boring, shitty game by the looks of it. But yeah, just want to let everybody know, especially Russ.
Somebody mentioned about glare ups. I think that's how you call it. That's how you say it. Those slippers. I like my slippers that I have now, but I'm like, they looked interesting. I spent $20 on a pair of Costco slippers, and they keep my feet warm. I can't spend $100 on a pair of slippers. That's just my damn. I can't do that.
$9, baby.
Yeah. I'm a Costco. I do my shopping at Costco.
Costco's cool.
I just
a lot of good stuff in Costco.
Yeah, I like the Costco.
I wish we had it over here.
Yeah. All right. Hey, guess what? It's been about 2 hours. We probably should be. Mr. Tom, can you cool the jets? We have to get out of here. Did you put any pictures up? You said you had. Oh, is that the one picture you put up? The one you already did? Is that how that?
Well, yeah.
Was that the one picture?
I hadn't even downloaded it at the point that I'd come in it. That's why I was finding it on the email or whatever.
All right, so everybody's gonna have their exit monologue, starting with Spencer.
Okay. Have a happy Saturday. Anyway, thanks for joining us. It was fun. It's always good to talk this wonderful game. And everybody, it's the holiday season, so make sure you tell your loved ones you love them, and even if you don't mean it, still do it, because once you say something, you can never get it back. So That's all I've got. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Thank you, Gary, Sam, and Tom. If you haven't checked out Sam's channel for his Slags in the Dark, please do. It's good content.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was not able to attend the top 5 movies. I would have enjoyed that conversation with them. I was able to watch it yesterday while I was doing some shopping and in the gym. So I'll listen to it. Sorry. But yeah, if you get a chance, check it out Thursdays. And of course, that's all I got right now. But Tom's got the Leeds show, so if you like Leeds, 4:00 on Sundays, 9:00 UK. And
no one likes Leeds. No one.
Well, regardless if you like Leeds or not, you should go hit a like and subscribe.
It's fun. It's a fun time. Sorry, I really don't mean to interrupt on your outro.
But no, so here's what I want to say to everybody. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit a notification so you don't miss anything of any of those channels.
Yes.
So make sure your notification bell is turned on.
Yes.
On Monday.
Cool.
I'm done, Gary. So you
cool.
My ugly mug off the face.
Sam, you get your say.
Yes. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. As always, it's great. All the regulars in the chat. Great to see you. We had some guys who don't normally show up today, like Bargav and stuff. That was cool. Thanks everybody for making the show what it is. It's good fun to be here, talk about all this stuff. Let's hope Arsenal win tomorrow. Beat Fulham away will be nice. Keep the ball rolling. Keep the pressure up on Liverpool, who didn't play today. That would be lovely. Yes, thanks, Spencer, for promoting Slags in the Dark on Thursday. Please check that out. We will be discussing our disappointments in big movies this Thursday. We normally chat about movies, TV stuff. We've done some gaming stuff. It's normally that kind of stuff. It's a bit fun, a bit different from football. Check it out. Thursdays, 8 p.m. UK, 3 p.m. Eastern time. Check out, of course, Tom's show. He'll let you know about it. That's tomorrow, 9 p.m. UK time. We all love Leeds. It's been great fun hanging out with you guys, as always.
You said you love Leeds.
And yes, thank you, Tom. Yes, I did. I wish everybody a great rest of their weekend. Enjoy it. Christmas time coming up now. Enjoy it. As Spencer said, make sure you show appreciation to the people in your lives. Great fun. Let's have a bit of have a good evening, everyone, and see you guys next time.
Cool. Mr. Tom, what say you?
That's Denzel Washington's laughing training day.
I thought he was having a stroke.
Oh man.
It's so accurate. It's so unbelievably accurate. I'm sure if he heard it, he wouldn't have me done for racism at all. No, but seriously, this is a YouTube show that occurs tomorrow on Sundays at 9 in the UK, which I believe under the Eastern Standard Time Zone is 4. Therefore, 4 in the United States, whatever. Basically, watch our show bragging over beating Derby, which we deserve to do because Derby are shit and they need to fuck off. They need to get out of my fucking sight, get out of my stadium. And I look forward to playing them in 3 weeks because the fixtures have been really unkind to us. And they make me need to see Derby twice in December.
There you go. Nice Christmas present.
They need to go fuck themselves royally. Like, I really fucking hate that club. How fucking dare they try and beat Leeds like 12 times in a row between 2006 and 2013. Fuck off.
There you go.
Get out of my fucking sight. Anyway, sorry. A bit too heavy on that.
All right, everybody. That was Mr. Tom with his GFY segment. But everybody, thanks for joining us. If you haven't already, hit the like, subscribe, and all of that. Remember, check out some of our friends on the channel. Mr. Arsenal Podcast on the Stoop, Arsenal Fan Circle. We all love Leeds. We've got a wrestling show if you're into that. All part of the under the umbrella, the DWTT family. We'll do this again the next week. 2 more matches coming up, right? I think we've gone international midweek. I think this is Champions League, right? Matches will be played, and then Premier League on the weekend. So we'll be back talking about that and then some. Thank you again for joining
Champions
us.
League next week.
I think so. I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Let me say, yeah, no, I think so. Yeah. Champions League is midweek. So yeah. Fulham tomorrow, Monaco, and Everton. So Arsenal should have a good chance to win all three. By the time we chat, yeah, actually, you know what? Next week's game will be a watch along. So there you go. There you go.
Who will be playing, Gary?
Playing Everton. So
who will Everton be against?
What do you mean? Who are they going to be against? Arsenal.
Would have to have another team to play against.
Well, fortunately, it's a home game for Arsenal, so we won't have to worry about their stadium being missing. So there's that.
Very, very true. So there you go. So it should be a good game to watch. We should be looking to get another 3 points. Continue a push to get back into this title charge. But thank you again for joining us. We will do this again. I'm going to go full screen for everybody. And
you going live on Monday, Gary?
And yes, check us out on Monday. It will be the trip. We'll be back on. We'll be talking about the Arsenal match that plays tomorrow. We'll see where I am, if I'm going to do a watch along or not. But we'll see what happens there. Mr. Tom, in the only best way we can, how would you like to end this show? This is actually a cue for you. You don't have to say much but 3 words.
Oh, I didn't really expect it, but yeah. Hey everyone, go fuck yourselves.
Life is a journey. Don't waste the trip.
There you go.